It's my go-to joke.
Cracker.
All French people have 11 toes.
I think the drow had it right. Almost all elves are bastards.
Oh,
Something about white people and cheese.
White people do be loving cheese, though.
They go great with
They do.
cheese and little salami slices. It's called
My sister did lure me to a work party because they'd have mac and cheese. So.
It's a great
Yeah.
reason to go to a work party.
Okay. All right. Who wants to start us off? Who wants to give us a recap of what happened last time?
I can't do it.
I know you can't, Michael, but someone else can.
Let me see if I made enough notes to do this. I might have.
Game on his way to put me in jail for remembering what we did last time all the time.
It would be unfair if you hogged all the recap points, Michael. So I gotta give other people opportunities.
You can take mine. I never remember details.
I would like to try.
Okay.
So, last time on Caves and Chimeras, we were on the boat heading towards Daggersmith. We had some shenanigans on the boat. Then we made it to Daggersmith. Let's see. When we get there, Afan meets up with a coworker or a boss or somebody. There's a mystery there. There's a shady convo. Nezrine and Florian go to the bookstore. Elune finds what I wrote was some well-dressed tiefling caressing a ball in the alley.
Yes. That's exactly how it worked.
And they have a fun night together. Yeah, and so basically we found a place to stay and we're hanging out until we can start our actual job.
And I think only like
the
3
Raging
people
Duck is where we are.
slept in a proper bed.
Oh yeah, and EC tried to recruit Nezrine to a practice hunting session.
Wake Nezrine up at like 6 a.m. or whatever.
Summarily
Not even 6 a.m., like 4 a.m. Yeah, I was about to say.
And great lengths were gone to ensure that sleep was had.
Anything else of note?
Let me see. Yeah, when Florian was on the ship, he drank some fairy wine that was really spicy, and then his ears grew, and he got embarrassed and ran away.
Yeah.
For various reasons. Let's see.
I can help you out with the last bit.
Okay.
You guys met Bandit in the city, the leader of the troop that you guys are going to be escorting through the wilderness. Well, not everybody met him. EC.
Oh, right.
EC, Avan, and Luna. Not Elune.
Luna.
Yeah, Elune. We have a lot of like Luna, yeah. Luna met
Had I known.
met the group. So it's fine, I forgive you. You guys met Bandit and the group and know that you guys are leaving 2 days after that meeting there. So it is the second day. You guys have a day in the city if you want to do anything. You guys have been role playing, so you can continue those during the week if you want to, but is there anything you guys want to do in the city with the day you have in here?
Yes.
You can talk. You can talk.
I'm eating crunchy things.
How dare you, first of all?
If you're interested in hearing all that.
Delicious.
Yes, Nezrine spoke to her teacher and went to a bookstore and found books. Crunchy crunch.
Crunchy crunch.
Anything else happen that of note for anyone else?
Loon probably took a shower.
His first one this
and
year.
probably makes it back around noon, but I don't necessarily think he has any plans. He probably got some good weed off of our standard.
Oh my god.
Don't worry about it.
That good shit.
Just chilling. Don't. It's fine.
What'd you say,
Loon
Zoe?
had the good
Oh, I was saying, Elune taking a shower was big if true.
You know, the worst part is I didn't account for Gabe springing that on me, so he definitely didn't take a shower before. So
It's okay.
It's fine.
It's magic.
It's
It's fine.
it's not
I
a Loon's
don't think the
problem.
tiefling was put off by it too bad.
No, definitely was not.
No, they were not. Don't worry about it.
It's gonna be real awkward when she finds out the tiefling's one of our
Oh,
guard targets.
that'll be great. Are they really?
I don't think Florian knows anything about what your
Shut
group
up,
looks
okay.
like. Florian
Loon was
doesn't know
also not
anything.
there, so.
Loon also was not there. Yes, that's correct.
So I think there was some discussion of like sex modes, or was that out of character? I was trying to remember.
There was like some general discussion, but nobody really was like they look like this.
Yeah.
Avan was just like, we're meeting here in 2 days.
Yeah.
They probably all know what Bandit looks like because Easy like asked Thorn and then told.
That's true. We
Right.
did get a description of
Yeah.
Bandit.
Big hat with a feather.
Also, I realized at any point where anyone being in a circus would come up for a loon when he was talking to our standard, there was a lot of drinks and other things happening, so don't worry about it. He doesn't know
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, they had a night of carousing or whatever the fuck it's called.
A night of
Yeah.
revelry.
Good times, good times. Anyways.
Yeah, but is there anything you guys want to do in the city in this other spare day you have in here?
Nope.
Yep.
Work on this fucking book.
There you go.
Yeah.
Easy's working on armor.
All right. If no one has anything specific.
I do.
Oh, perfect. What do you want to do?
I wanna...
I didn't mean for that to come off
You
so
want?
aggressive. Sorry. What do you want?
Jeez, so demanding. I want to go buy a fishing pole.
Yeah.
Aw.
Very easy to find. It's not something that is going to be hard to find at all. It is a port town. There you can definitely find a fishing pole.
Okay, I want to find like a nice one.
A fancy one.
A fancy one. Yeah, how much will that cost me?
I'm looking at that right now.
Okay. I will hold
Um,
my horses.
You have horses?
I do.
you want to get a
I'm very
whole
patient.
fishing tackle kit?
How'd they fit on the boat?
Or are you looking for just the fishing rod?
Just the rod.
Okay, I'm gonna say a fancy rod is gonna be 5 silver.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I will do that. Perfect. Got a fishing pole.
You have a fishing pole now.
I have a fishing pole, and I don't know. Is Elune gonna be around?
Yeah, he's just hanging out. Probably like outside the building or something.
Okay. Yeah,
Loitering.
Florian's gonna walk up to him with the fishing pole and just put it in his hands and start to walk away.
Oh, hey, little dude, what's up? Kind of. Thanks.
He does that like salute from behind, you know. And he walks into the hotel.
All right. Good day for old Loon over here. He's kind of turning it over. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Dang.
I mean, 5 silver fishing pole versus 5 gold for free. You know.
You know,
Fucking scammed.
Listen, everybody has to pay the cute tax.
It's true.
everybody.
Whether it be by effort or money, there's a toll must be paid.
If you don't pay it, he will extract it from you in annoyance.
Exactly. Okay. Fishing rod has been acquired and given. Anyone else doing anything during the week or during the day, I should say?
Nope.
All right. So, the day after, you guys are all meeting in the morning. Who's doing what? How are you guys getting there? What are your plans on?
EC's kind of just waiting for everyone and just like, okay, we're going out of the southwest gate.
Is EC waiting at the gate or is EC waiting like in front
EC's
of?
waiting at. EC is waiting in, like at the entrance to the tavern.
Okay,
And it's been there since like 6.
As
gotcha.
the, like
Okay.
the kindergarten rope for everyone to hold on to.
Luna's probably the first to show up because she's been awake all night.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
I'm
they-
quite early as well, so.
They were in the same room, so obviously they probably just went down together.
Luna probably just waited for Yvonne to, like... Wait, no. Luna was in the room with EC.
Yes. So they just
Okay.
went down together.
Yeah, probably.
Nezrin arrives 8:30 a.m. sharp.
Nice.
What about the other two?
Um,
How late is too late?
I
Tomorrow.
think after 8:30, EC's just sort of looking at Afan and Nezrine. Where are your sleeping companions?
Probably in their rooms, no?
Is your room
Oh,
locked?
leave.
I told him to get up. I don't know what to tell. I don't know what else to tell you.
Looks at Nezrine. Is your room locked?
I don't know if it has locks. But probably
It
not.
was locked when I went there.
It's. Oh, I thought. Was that the right room?
EC just fixes you with a look.
Nezrin smiles awkwardly.
Florian already confirmed it during the week. Sorry.
No, I know.
Okay.
EC just puts a hand forward and like just does a gesturing motion. You have the key.
Oh, do you want Florian to come down?
We need to go on to our job. So yes.
Okay, I will go get him. And Nezrin
You go
walks
up
upstairs
there
to
and
go get him.
go get him. Yeah.
You go get him. Yeah. You find
get
him
him.
moving very slowly, but up and about, and he'll come down with you.
I definitely enter like carefully because I know that Nezrin has heard things in the night.
Has heard things in the night.
I think we talked about that, right?
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
she's
how
like
he
very
slowly, restlessly.
yes, very carefully opens the door, peeks in, sees that he's up, and is like, okay.
Okay. He's got fantastic bedhead right now.
Wow, fantastic bedhead, Florian. I do think we have to go though. EC is waiting downstairs, and I do not think she can be patient for much longer. Hey, fuck.
Okay.
That's how Nezrin says it to Florian in the room.
Yeah, sure.
Drops an octave. Yeah.
Her warlock patron speaks through her for a second.
Yeah, I got it. Just a minute.
Okay.
I think Illumin like at like 8:49 or so circles out from back behind the building. He's like, "Oh, hey guys!" Oh shit!
Is he smoking back there?
Don't worry
Probably.
about it.
We are here. We are leaving out of the southwest gate. Go and meet
Alright,
Bandit and
alright.
the rest of the people we are escorting. Elune, did you buy the horses?
I was supposed to buy horse.
Well, I mean, I don't really care. I can just hang off one of their carriages.
I mean,
But,
I can just be a horse.
You what?
So
You are. Yes,
Bruh.
you are Wildkin, yes. Remember that.
How
But I
do you
don't
be
know
a
if you can
So-
carry the rest of them.
So horses. I don't think anyone actually told him in character to buy horses. I mean, we can if we pool our gold together. I mean, I got like 100 or so on me. Horses or get a pony for like 30.
Hmm.
I'm
Nesrin,
good
like,
for 3.
nervously pulls at her hair, like, I have 5 silver pieces.
I got about 13 gold.
EC is fully intending on just hanging off one of their caravans, so EC does not need. But EC just sort of goes to their coin pouch. EC has 25 gold.
82.
I mean, I'm not a. Oops, sorry.
82.
82.
Even after Florian fleeced her, huh?
Yes.
I mean, I'm not above like doing the stowaway thing as well, but it probably, knowing how employment in these jobs works, it doesn't look very good. So, and as
I'm not
well,
stowing in or away. I am on top.
like a tick.
I'm going to say you also know you can just rent horses for much cheaper than it is to buy them.
Oh, that would be great.
He doesn't know that.
Can we rent?
And no,
oh,
that was to Aloon, who Aloon would know that.
oh, okay. Actually, I think we passed by the Hertz horse rental. We should try that.
Fuck off. All right, Hertz horse rental is a thing.
Yeah.
If we really wanted to save money, we could double up who's riding on horses.
I was about to say, can't we can share horses, no?
And some
And
of
touch
us can
somebody's
ride
butt all day? No.
smaller animals,
Is
and
that
those
what
will
you-
also be cheaper.
Is that what you do on a horse when you share to someone? Is touch their butt?
It's kind of inevitable.
You guys walk
rather
over
not.
to one of the horse rental
We
spots.
hoof it.
We hoof it!
Okay.
But wait, I thought Florian said he had horses already. He had to hold them earlier.
You
I'm
had
assuming
to.
that's not easy.
Yeah,
Are you being literal right now, or
No.
do you really? Okay. That was
I-
you had me for a sec. Good one.
That is not good that you believe me. Okay. I'm not good at jokes. Let's go.
Anyway, you go to the horse rental place. There's an older man. By golly, look at the group of y'all. How can I help y'all? This is Harry Hertz's horse rental.
Oh,
Avan is just like, no, and walks out.
All right, I hope you have a good day, sir.
EC did not go in.
Loon goes in because he's immune to cringe.
I am
Well,
cringe,
hey,
but I am
hey.
free.
Hey, well met, my man. We need 6 horses of variable sizes. Don't remember how long the journey is. Don't quite remember where we're stopping. He looks to whoever.
That's pretty vague. You know, maybe you should get a good idea of how long you're gonna need these horses for and where you're heading for them. Maybe you should ask that fellow who walked out. Looked like he might know what he's doing.
He calls up, Heifer,
What?
how long do we need the horses? Where are we headed?
Gabe, how long do we need the horses?
Where are we
You
headed?
guys are heading. Your final stop is going to be Wellington Hills. It is. You guys are going to be gone for between like 2 and 2 and 3 weeks, depending. You will be traveling on the like circus caravan to Strong Bay and then to Wellington Hills. The trip to Strong Bay is it's only gonna take a few days to get there. But then they're staying there for a week and then heading over to Wellington Hills. So time that you guys are going to be with them is going to be a week there.
Mm.
I would say like 3 weeks. And maybe like an extra week to get back to Daggersmith from Wellington Hills.
So 4 weeks.
Yeah. About a month.
Avan yells
Yeah.
that.
So good man, that's gonna be about a month or so. Gonna end up in Wellington Hills. I think you guys have a branch there. We can probably just drop the horses.
No,
off.
but that's not how that works. You got to bring horses right back here. I ain't a
Just like on the line,
franchise.
no, like homing pigeon.
I ain't a franchise. What kind of gold you think I'm made out of? Anyway,
Gold's only made out of gold, my man.
exactly. It's month renting horses. I would say everything you need on them. It's going to be deposit of. He thinks for a second. 10 gold a horse. And then trip itself is going to be 5 gold for a month with another 5 per for, bit bridal food.
That's probably doable.
That's about 90.
I don't know how many horses you intend on getting, but you got the deposit
Do
back as
6.
long as you bring the horses back.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, we're gonna just do one for everyone. A halfling friend could probably do with a pony just for logistics.
Yeah, we got horses for all sizes of creatures.
I heard that.
Do you want a horse? I can get you a horse. I was just thinking, like, hitching.
I know what I'm doing.
I know you know.
You're not getting easy horse, right? Easy does not need horse.
All right, 5 horses then.
Can't you be a horse?
All right, that's a 50
For
gold.
about an hour.
Oh,
50 gold deposit, 5 for the rental each, and 5. So 50 gold deposit and 50 gold for payment
50 gold deposit, 50 gold payment. So it's
for
100.
5 horses. 100 gold. Horses for a month.
All right.
You get 50 gold when you bring them back. Got your deposit
All
back.
right. Olin will just pay that because he does not care. So
Damn, all right. Hell yeah.
God damn it, Riley.
what? What's wrong?
You know what you did.
Oh my god, fuck off, dude. All right, I'll get those horses ready for you. I'll be ready in about thinks for a second, looks back. This place is empty. 20 minutes.
sounds good.
All right.
Everybody waiting outside. It was like, now remember, take some sketches of these horses when we give them back in case they get banged up and they try to accuse an old bang on us. I want that deposit.
Be careful with the horse.
In case they need like a new paint job or something.
Do you paint your horse?
I'm just
The
saying,
horse gets a scratch on
if the
him.
horse has a bad foot and they blame it on the trip, that's not us.
Sure. I guess we have to test the horses out then. Can we take them for like
Test
a test drive or?
We don't really have time for test drive. It's a horse.
I mean, we can do some swaps if you don't like your horse. But
I think I will like my horse
That'll
very
work.
much. We'll be fast friends. Do we get to name them?
I think
name
they
of the horse
come with
matters not.
names.
We gotta give them back eventually.
In the interest of Gabe coming up with 5 horse names, I think they come with names.
They come with names? What are they?
I don't know
Um,
yet.
Maybe we should ask the owner of the horses what their names are.
yeah, sure. I can
They're-
come up
they're-
with Fime's names.
They're Buckaroo, Sharpshooter.
Greg.
Nope. They're called radish, squash, potato, broccoli, and zucchini.
I want potato.
God.
Dibs on potato.
You guys think I can't come up with horse names? You think this is my first time ever playing Dungeons and
You didn't
Dragons?
say this isn't my first
Yeah,
rodeo
this
game.
is
A horse
fine,
joke.
dude. It was
Come
right
on,
there,
dude.
dude.
I
Is
was
radish,
avoiding
squash,
it.
Potato and what? Radish, squash,
Broccoli and
potato,
zucchino.
Okay.
Zucchini.
broccoli
Radish,
was one.
squash, potato,
No, it's zucchini.
broccoli, and
Yeah,
zucchini.
it's zucchino.
Zucchino, sure.
Zucchino Reeves.
Okay.
Vince Zucchino.
Jeez.
All right. You guys have your horses. It is by this time. I'm going to say it's like 9:40.
Damn.
Man, it's fast service.
Fast service. Alright, now we just make our way with the caravan, yes? Have they left already, or where are they?
EC who's gets someone's attention and just goes towards the southwest gate.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, right, the southwest gate. I almost forgot. Let's go! This is my first time riding a horse. I'm kind of nervous.
Don't be nervous. They can smell it.
Oh! I look at Potato really seriously. Can you smell it? Do you know that I'm afraid?
Roll animal
like, squint.
handling.
I squint into Potato's eyes.
Please roll animal handling for me.
Oh, great. With my 0 wisdom, this will go well.
Oh no!
The horse's big black, like beady, glassy eyes are inscrutable to you.
Nezrin nods, just pats him on the head, and is like, "You would never do anything bad to me," and like hop up on him. But deep down inside, she knows that there is a darkness behind those eyes.
They are very dark eyes.
It definitely takes Luna a second to get on her horse.
Oh, okay.
Good news, I can actually be a horse, but again, it's only for like 2 hours per long rest.
Yeah.
So
That's pretty rad, though.
During those 2 hours, you could be a horse riding another horse.
I don't
You could
think the
be a
horse would
horse on a
appreciate it.
horse.
You
You
could
could be a
let
small
them-
horse.
You could let the horse
Wow.
ride you.
Damn.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Perception.
We'll save that for the fan art.
I am. I'm gonna put you guys on the map now, as you guys are heading to
Okay.
the South Gate. You guys
What
are
else have
all
we-
we're here. As you see, well, this is just a group of people, but there's like a large caravan headed out the gate. You see they're well, bandit mostly actually. The rest of them are probably not specifically waiting for you guys. They're milling about. But Bandit's sort of like looking up at the sun. I was going to say looking down at his watch, but I don't think watches really exist right now. Looking up at the sun, and then they sort of look over as you guys approach. It took you guys long enough. I told you guys to be here early.
EC is aware.
Don't ask.
My brother, this is early.
It's nearly 10. Past 10 almost.
It's not noon yet.
Yeah, we wanted
A
we-
full night's rest is very important for a working mind.
to get out of here very early, but I guess we'll just have a little bit less sunlight to deal with today as we travel. That's on you guys. Like, you guys get to deal with that. Protection.
No,
We got
Fine.
this.
have to be.
You guys ready? I assume you guys have horses, so you're gonna ride along.
That's right. Except for EC, she's going to tag along on one of the caravan carts.
Yeah, there's more than enough room for that. You can walk along, ride along. Just depends on what you want to do.
Oh, we didn't need the horses. Well,
it's usually EC just looks for the tallest cart for a better vantage.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
13.
If you look around the carts, you see the tallest ones are like, I don't want to call them cages, but they're like horse trailers basically for animals. You can see The woman who actually I don't know. No, none of you guys know who they are, but they're wearing like a dark dress, and they've got long sort of blonde hair and big eyes. They're like looking over the animals in these
Are they the Harlequin?
trailers. No, this one, Lilith.
No.
You don't know her name, but she's standing by them, and they are the tallest, as they've got like a hard top that you can like stand on if you wanted to.
I go over to Lilith. Pray for guard. Pray forgive EC and friends tardiness. EC sees this is tallest caravan. Can EC go up to the top?
Oh,
EC has very good eyes.
yeah. It's just try not to shake it too much. That they don't appreciate like a bunch of shaking or noise or anything like that.
EC is quite used to moving lightly through trees. EC assures you that I will not spook your horse or other animals.
Yeah, not horses, but yeah, thanks. Just you can get up top on there if you want. I guess.
EC goes.
Yeah, make an athletics check just to see how deftly you get up on there.
Can I go?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's leave it.
You're climbing up a thing. It's not the most graceful that you've ever done anything, but you don't fall or anything. You don't make a bunch of noise or anything like that to spook the animals. You climb up on there. You see Lilith is just like watching you climb for a second and then goes back to tending the animals in there. As the rest of you get up around the caravan, you see there are quite a few carts, and a few people sort of milling about. But Bandit, now seeing that everyone is here, lets out a very loud whistle. All right, let's get going. And you guys head out on the road.
On the road again.
You cannot wait to get on the road again. Who's keeping watch as you guys are traveling?
EC will do so.
Avan as well.
Okay. Both of you, please roll me a perception check.
Nice, Avan.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Hell yeah.
All right. I guess, Evan, why don't you roll me a d20, please?
Is this going to be how many sick, cool weapons I find?
Yeah, this is gonna be how many ingots of straight gold you find.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, but I wanted the gay gold.
Oh,
Straight
gold
gold,
to the,
straight gold is worth more. Sorry.
Oh, damn.
I would have
Damn.
gone for the Bicurious gold.
It's worth exactly the same, but it's more highly prized by society.
Exactly.
Yep.
Unfortunate.
Wow.
But it's so much more fun to hang out with.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
The trip, as it starts, very simple. I would say EC, the biggest thing you notice, you've never really seen a group of people moving around like this before. There's a lot of people here, and they all seem to be making a lot of noise. Not what you would consider subtle in any way. And you can tell this much noise, this much movement causes most creatures to give your guys' group a wide berth. There's not going to be a lot of like grazing animals or lurking predators on your path. It doesn't seem like it, at least, with a group like this.
What sort of, like, I hesitate to call them all prey, but like, what are the more, more neutral-minded animals that EC sees?
That you can spot during your travels, I would say more than anything, you spot birds sort of traveling in the area. They're high enough in the air that a caravan doesn't really matter to them.
Alright. Birds don't. I might need to fetch some arrows. No, we're not gonna shoot at birds.
Okay. Avan, as you look around, you're looking for more typical societal signs of disturbances or some anything that might be approaching you guys. And I would say in the afternoon, you see a small group of people. Another small, much smaller caravan, looks to be just a single cart. With, I would say, let's see here. Looks to be two people just driving the cart. It's got a couple of like Clydesdale, like big horses, so it seems to be
Hell yeah.
it's probably like a big heavy cart. Traders or something like that, you would assume. You can hear like in the cart itself, as you guys sort of like pass each other, you can hear there's like a couple of kids in there, and as you guys pass, you can see them like peeking through some of the canvas, looking at the big group. And then you also notice, slinking near that caravan, what looks to be a mongoose. You're not really sure. But it's sticking pretty close to the caravan. It's weird that a mongoose would be sticking by that caravan, but there's a mongoose there as well.
Okay.
Maybe it's a pet or something. Who knows?
Do I see the kids?
Afan, do you point it out to anybody?
I don't think he would see any reason to point out any kids.
Yeah, that's fair.
I would say you notice more than anything. There's just like a cart passing by with
Alright.
big old horses.
Cool.
I
Okay.
guess he leans over to EC and is like, you know what that animal is over there?
EC is on top of a carriage. Like,
Yeah, I know, but it's probably not that far.
oh,
Yeah, you can talk up to him.
AC looks over when Afan points it out. Mongoose.
Mongoose.
Mongoosin.
Like,
Mongoosin.
Mongoose.
are they forest
Mongooses.
dwelling creatures?
Are they what? Could you repeat that?
Forest dwelling creatures.
Not typically.
I think it's more desert usually. Right?
Do you want to roll a nature check on this mongoose as you check it out?
Sure. 13.
As you look at this mongoose after Afan points it out, there's a few moments while you're looking at it, you're like, yeah, I know what a mongoose is. I've seen them before running around somewhere. Probably trying to chase a snake out of its burrow, something like that. But as you look closer, you see that this mongoose is colored oddly. It's got this like a line of like slightly purple fur, like on its head, like going down its back, and it's dotted with like black dots along its sides. Strange.
Those aren't natural markings, are they?
No, doesn't. You've never seen a mongoose like that before, or heard of one like that before.
I look at it and EC just sort of like clocked it in and just like useful animal to have around if you're getting harassed by serpents. But that one is As markings, EC is not seen on a natural mongoose. EC thinks that maybe that mongoose is like a friendly loon.
It's like a what?
He's like our friendly loon. Shapeshift.
Oh, okay.
Or perhaps it is just an exotic markings of a mongoose. EC is not completely.
Can I roll an Arcana check? I'm out of character. I suspect it's like a familiar or something.
Yeah, go ahead and
Yeah.
roll an Arcana check.
Jesus.
Luna, you know that familiars are either like stock standard or super, super extravagantly, like flamboyantly non-natural looking. This is like two in the middle to be like an art, like a fine familiar or something like that. You think EC's probably in the right mindset that maybe it's similar to your friend Elune.
Some shape-shifting being of comparable intelligence.
I mean, probably a druid. It would make sense. You guys aren't the only adventurers in the world.
And they're just sort of like accompanying this cart that's going the other way, like towards.
Looks like it. Yeah, they're not trying to like sneak towards your cart. They're very obviously following the other cart.
EC just shrugs. Let them be on their way. You see, if they cause problems, then we deal with it. But till then, no use waking up a sleeping bear.
It's likely they're guard, like us.
I can just talk to the mongoose if you really need.
I would love to hear
You've
that.
already
You
held up.
speak mongoose?
Speak whatever I want.
Really?
Hell yeah.
How?
Magic.
I would like to learn this magic. Could you explain it to me? And Nezrin takes out like a notebook with a pen as we're
Oh my
writing.
God.
Druid magic is a very by feel and getting in tune with something around you. He mumbles some stuff in Druid.
Well, of course, but all forms of magic can be studied. Yes, explain it to me.
EC just stares out in the middle ground, just tunes all of this out.
Maybe when we are not on the road, perhaps.
Elune, I want you to roll an Arcana check for me.
Oh man.
No. He's not good at explaining things, so.
That doesn't surprise me.
Let me
Slightest.
get back to my core. There we go. Do I actually? No, I do not.
Hey!
Let's go!
You remember the person who taught you? You asked them this exact same question at one point when you thought they were like talking to a scorpion and you weren't really sure what was happening. You remember the way they explained it to you. It's not so much that we can make ourselves talk to other things. It's about tuning yourself into the pure energy of the world and coming to the understanding that we're all made of the same things and therefore can communicate using those underlying connecting chords. And you pull into that magic, that shared natural origins that we all have to speak with other beings.
Man. Yeah, so he does basically say to the gist of that, okay, so I will give you the cliff notes. It's a little harder to put in practice, but the idea is you get in tune with the world around you and you find the same tune as, like, say, our mongoose friend here, and through sheer sharing of everything around you, and then I say the rest in the way that makes sense.
Nesrin is like scribbling notes and like making eye contact and nodding and following along. And then like the longer you talk, the slower her notes are, and like the less of a smile she has on her face. And she like blinks and then blinks again and like tilts her head to the side
Oh, buddy.
like a dog does when they're like super like confused.
Oh
And she's like, So this you pull on the threads of the world, but you talk to a mongoose, and there's um hmm, scribbles more
Florian's
notes
watching
like
very
very
amused.
quickly. I'm going to
Avan's like, don't worry, mate. It makes about as much sense to me.
no, but it
all right,
happens,
all right.
so it
I'm just
works though.
gonna
So
go
it has
up
to
to
make sense
like.
somehow. I'm going to figure this out. Hold on. And she just
You
starts
can't
like
do everything with your brain. Just saying.
that's not true. Continues writing.
Alun's gonna break off from the group to just go ahead and like trot up by that other car and just like tips his hat to them. Hoy, folks! You happen to see you're coming the way we're going? You happen to see anything dicey up there?
You see driving this cart looks to be a human man and a tiefling woman. A human man and a tiefling woman, and the tiefling woman sort of pipes up as the human man is driving the cart. She looks over. No, it's been pretty quiet, but I mean, we travel pretty quickly. We try to travel. Don't like to stay on the road for too long, so she thinks for a second. For us, it only takes us about a day and a half to get between the cities. For you guys, it's going to take longer, so stay safe at night.
All right. Thank you very much.
Y'all seen any updog out here?
Shut the fuck up.
You see, at this point, you see one of the kids sort of poke their head out from behind, like looking towards Florian. Yeah, next to the Ligma!
No
Florian
goblins?
points to the kid and goes, "Hey!"
The kid just gives you a big grin. You see they're missing like one of their front teeth.
Florian grins, and he's also missing a tooth that he wasn't before.
Kid just smiles, then puts his head back into the cart.
Second query. The group was curious about your mongoose friend. If they are regular mongoose with a fancy coat, sort of someone of the druid persuasion, or a familiar.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check for me.
Okay.
Now, why the hell would I tell you?
Who's asking?
Balloon's asking.
That's a good response to that question.
You see the man sort of like gives you a side eye, but the woman, as she's like looking at you, she says, yeah, I think you'd be good friends with them. I think you two sort of that, you've got that crunchy nature look about you.
Druid friend. All right. Well.
Thanks for looking out, but we are very safe. We have our own protection, just like you guys are protecting them.
You already know you're on court to the city. We didn't see anything particularly exciting on our way up, so it should be safe travels from here. Way out, not way up. Damn it.
Yeah, they smile and nod, and
tips the hat on his way.
Yep. You head back to the group.
Returns to the caravan. Nesrin, like a little bit frantically, like turns her notebook around and shows it to Alun, and there's some like really hastily scribbled like arcane formula that's like a mess and maybe wouldn't really make sense as any kind of spell. She's like, does this mean anything to you? Is this anything like what they're talking about?
You don't need to roll Arcana. You know that has nothing to do with what you're talking about.
Yeah. Hand me that real quick.
Squints at you a little bit, like, hand you my notebook, and then okay.
Takes out some charcoal or something. He goes to like maybe the backside of a piece of paper or something that's clear.
Uh-huh.
Scrawl some really messy shit in Druidic, and it's just like, it should be like this.
What is this link? Oh no. Alright. I will study this. Okay.
What languages do you know, Nezrin?
I know, let's see. Some. I know Common, Dwarven, Draconic, Celestial, and Abyssal.
No, never mind.
You
Whoa.
don't get
This is gobbledygook to you.
Yeah, it's gobbledygook.
yeah. You don't get
Oh, yeah.
Druidic unless you're a druid usually. So
But
I would
soon
say if you knew maybe Sylvan, it would like
be similar.
be there would be some crossover there, but no, it's
Yeah.
gobbledygook to you.
Gotcha. Daddy didn't teach me no Sylvan.
Florian knows Sylvan, but I don't think you know that yet.
also,
don't.
I want to say that even if you know it, Luke's handwriting's probably fucking bad.
Yeah, it's fair.
Oh yeah.
No, but I'm gonna put this in my inventory now that I have.
Write it down.
Because I've made a note that I'm gonna try to learn how to communicate via magic, because this is fascinated Ezrin.
All right.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna in a year and a half I will have the spell tongues and I will flex on you.
You know, I realized I gave Elaine the speak with animal spell for this current thing, but he can just turn into most animals and not have to use the spell.
Damn.
So,
You can be prepared as a
off my
druid.
clown nose.
Looks like clown does.
All right.
Florian's amused at this overthinking.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of that.
Those guys
Yeah.
are drink.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. The rest of the day goes by without almost
EC's
any issue. Yeah, go ahead.
After this, EC is going to sleep.
On the
Okay.
carriage.
Roll me a. I will say it's not very comfortable up there. Roll me a con save just to see how
How
much rest
badly,
you
how
get.
wrong you sleep.
Yeah, it's they've had worse sleeps. EC's had worse sleeps before. So I'm gonna say if you're resting now during the day, then you don't have to rest at night. You can stay up during the night.
Yeah, I sent something to Afan to the same sort of effect. I was just making sure you knew and didn't miss it in the chat.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah.
Is he communicate that they're going to sleep?
To Afan.
Okay.
Me, yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So, yeah. If I assume you guys aren't doing anything else during the day.
Maybe
Just
if
hanging
we
out.
take a stop to like have like a midday meal.
Yeah, there's a
Yes.
lunch stop or something like that for sure.
Hell
Maybe
yeah.
Poke around for somewhere to like hitch your horse to the back of the wagon and like climb in somewhere and just sit in trance.
Yeah, you can absolutely go ahead and trance.
So she's basically asleep for like 4 hours.
Yeah, there's plenty of room on the caravan that you can just like, especially if you're just like crossing your legs and sitting in a corner of one of the carts or the wagons. Horse is tied up, it follows the wagon, so no need there. Yeah, you can trance during the day.
We got 2 nocturnal folk here.
Yep.
That's fine. All right. Anything else for you guys?
I think I've got dark vision.
I think most of you have dark vision,
I think so. Yeah.
except for the halfling.
I
Okay.
actually don't have dark vision.
You're a half elf, aren't you?
Oh no, I do. I missed it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Um,
dark vision. I got sunglasses on. It's always dark.
Never
So
mind.
true.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
Okay. Okay. You guys get to the camp in the evening, and we're using this map.
Hmm. How dare.
They circle together. There are other unnamed NPCs, but I don't. They're around.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
Other carnies. These are the named ones.
Oh, we're on the map.
I don't see a new map.
Oh right, I should probably put you guys on the new map and not just your tokens.
There we go.
Wow.
Oh,
Real quick, if you can answer me something.
I'm getting war flashbacks from
Uh
this
huh.
map.
It's a different map. Don't worry about it. I turned it
Tilted
upside down.
It's different.
Yes.
When EC's waking up, it's not the worst, but is there like is there like an area in the caravan where EC could hook up the hammock?
Yes.
Okay. Just for future sleeps.
Like between two carts or something. Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
between the animal carts, they stay pretty evenly spaced. You could hook up a hammock between them.
Yeah, when the caravan stops, EC's eyes like snap like wide open, like a dog was asleep and they just heard their favorite person like being called, and they like immediately perk up.
Oh.
Yeah. But the carts sort of like circle around, and you guys have a small little clearing here on the side of the road where you guys get ready for an evening's rest. You guys have traveled maybe for 8 hours during the day. It's pretty slow going because there's so many people and so many carts. You guys would know well enough that you could get to Strong Bay within a day and a half if you traveled by horse by yourselves. But with a caravan this big, you have to move a lot slower.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, they sort of set up, they circle around, set up some tents, and you hear some music playing, and they're just relaxing for the evening.
Okay. Florian's gonna go hang wherever the music's happening.
Yeah. These three people here, you see this human in the clown getup. They're wearing like clownish makeup and clothing, but they're not dressed like a typical clown. They are much more like adventurer chic. They've got like some trinkets, and they're playing an instrument. You can tell that this is probably like what they do. They play music. Travel around with a group. But they are playing a lute at the moment. Oh, hold on. We should get some music going on. Michael, do you want to play some music for us?
I'll do that, boss.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I can give it there, Michael. You're hosting. You're in control now.
All right.
Yeah, Florian, as you walk up, you see she is playing some music while the other two are sort of just chatting idly and look to be shuffling a deck of cards.
Hell yeah. Yeah, he's gonna come right over in here. And he looks at the people who are playing cards. Are they playing a game yet?
No, they just look to be shuffling, getting ready. You see, as you walk up, they all sort of turn to you, and you get smiles from all of them. You
Aw.
see the woman who is playing music. She's the first one to speak up. Hey there, how's it going? You joining us for some cards?
Yeah, room for one more.
Oh, absolutely. Got plenty of room. She sort of scoots over, gives you some room to sit by the table.
What you playing?
You see the tiefling speaks up this time. Well, we don't know yet. If it was just gonna be me and Vyra here, maybe we'd play blackjack or war, but with more people, more interesting games can be played.
I forget what we had Luna and Florian play. Was it poker? I don't remember.
I believe it was, but I don't remember.
I think it was just like 5-card draw or something.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna suggest poker.
You see Ares smiles. Poker, wonderful. The game of kings. And you see they very deftly shuffle the deck.
All right.
Well, is anyone else joining us, or will it just be 3 for now? Shall we play and then hope others join?
Sounds good.
They smile and deal you some cards.
Can I get the vibes and see if well, they already know how to do like they know how to shuffle. I'd like to figure out whether or not they would be likely to cheat me. Is there any
I guess
can
roll an
for...
insight check.
Yeah. Everybody cheats all the time.
It's too hard to tell.
Okay.
They could trying to be friendly. They could. It's not really a setup. Like, you guys aren't at a bar, so
No,
it's not
that's
like
true.
they're trying to set you up or anything. But you are meeting people for the first time. You're already kind of standoffish.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Okay. Fair enough. Let us proceed.
Yeah. While they're getting cards set up, what are the rest of you guys doing?
I
EC's
feel like
gonna...
Alun
Go ahead.
just wants food. We're not complicated here.
Yeah.
Alun just wants food, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hungry man.
You see this wonderful Warforged.
Oh, not on the fire. Not on the fire.
Oh no, Alun's on fire. This Warforged man seems to be getting things ready. They've got a big cast iron, like a cauldron.
Oh, it's got cast iron cauldron.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Which they handle with ease as they sort of load up ingredients on it. It's got some water. It's got some vegetables in there already. Some spices. You see he's grabbing what looks to be cured meats to put in there as he looks over towards you. Greetings.
Hello, need any help? I can't fucking talk. Not really doing anything. Figured I'd put myself to use.
That is appreciated, but no help is needed.
No. Well, all right. Well, how about some company then? What you making?
Stew. As they sort of finish loading things up and then put it over the fire.
Love good stew. Get your meat, get your veg, you take it in a pot, you simmer it for
about an hour.
Heart wants. About an hour?
Yes.
All right.
All the meat is cooked. Cured meats.
What's the spices we got going on?
I have put cinnamon. No, not cinnamon. Sorry. Cardamom. Ginger. Salt. Pepper. Rosemary. And onion powder.
Fantastic. You specifically the cook, or what else do you do around here? I know this is a whole circus troupe. Not every day I see a Warforged.
I take care of the cooking, and I perform.
What's your performance?
You see, he looks at you, and then You see the lights on his head start blinking different colors.
Huh.
Light show?
They nod.
Ah, it's pretty cool.
I am
You
not
mean-
one of the main attractions.
Don't tell yourself that. You can be that someday.
I do not want to be.
Fair enough. Well, all right. I guess I'll just hang out here while you cook. And he makes small talk at this automaton who probably does not want to make small talk
As
the entire time.
you don't get like the sense that he doesn't want to talk to you, but it is very much difficult to talk to this person. What is everyone else doing?
Avan is kind of sat at the entrance to the circle talking to wants to talk to Bandit.
Yeah, you see Bandit's just getting pulling some things out of a cart. Looks over at Avan. You guys are all set up for the night?
Well, I mean, I can't speak for the rest of them, but I will be standing guard, and I think EC over there will be as well. So,
Yeah.
if you don't mind me saying, you don't look like the, how can I put it, circus type.
You can almost like feel the smile as he looks down at you, and he says, "Nah, I'm management. I'm not really ringmaster or anything like that." He points over to the table that Florin's sitting at. Eravira, she's ringmaster. I'm a producer, is what you'd call me, really. I keep everything running.
How'd you get into the business?
He sighs, inherited it, sort of.
Go on. How does one inherit managing a circus?
You see he laughs. It's not really a story I get into too often, but let's say a friend left it to me.
Fair enough. Strange bequest, but
It was a close friend.
fair enough. No more needed.
How does somebody get into adventuring, I guess?
Get good enough with a sword or an axe that you're still alive after a few years in the army, then not that many other paths open to you, really.
Nods. Thinks for a moment. You didn't want to get into mercenary work?
I mean, it's kind of what I'm doing, right? Is I don't work for these people all the time.
Yeah, but
Get paid.
I mean, mercenary. This isn't really mercenary work.
Oh, you mean fighting in other wars and stuff?
Not really any wars going on right now, but
Not really many mercenaries around then, are there?
still a fair number, I think.
Well,
Just depends on where you look and what you want to do.
They're probably doing the kind of work that I wouldn't find particularly palatable.
Yeah.
Not that this is exactly my dream job, you know.
Yeah, but you're not taking orders without asking why.
Don't know about that, mate, but yeah.
He shrugs. I mean, this is a pretty straightforward job.
Aye. Well, we'll see about that, won't we?
Hopefully, right? Stay straightforward.
I mean, look at the rest of this lot. Do any of them look straightforward to you?
Good. Any of them look straight.
He laughs. No, but I mean, so you could say the same about my folk too.
I guess we're all just gonna get on with like one big happy family then, aren't
I just want to interject here. EC is as straightforward as they come.
No, that's true.
we? Easy is as straightforward as they come to themselves, and no one else.
EC's following their own path. It's a
That
very
path
straight
is
path
straight
for
fucking
EC,
forward.
but it's kind of invisible to everybody else.
It's like the industrial drill that drills through mountains.
Kinda. Listen,
Yeah.
that's not EC's fault. Everyone else just needs to see better.
Hmm.
Everyone else sees the mountain and decides to go around.
Yeah,
But EC is an industrial drill.
he
We
leans
go through, baby.
he leans on the cart, looks down at Afan and says, "If you need anything, let me know. We can make room for you guys, or I think I've got a spare tent or two."
I'm sure some of them are going to want to go to sleep, but for this first night at least, I want to be on top of things, so I'll be keeping watch for a while.
All right. Dinner should be done in about an hour and a half, so
Grand.
he sort of just like nods and then goes back to doing what he was doing.
Haran goes and sits over by the fire, I guess.
Alright. He gets to enjoy Olu and be like, so what's your favorite food? Asking Banshee. Coming up with as many small talk questions as he
Oh
can.
man.
And he's answering all of them. He's
He knows
not
so much about this.
he's yeah, it's once again, it's not that he doesn't want to talk to you or make any small talk. It's just it's like very much you give him a closed-ended question, he will give you a closed-ended answer.
Mm.
We've got 3 more people who have not decided what they're doing.
Wait,
I can go first.
what is Banshee's favorite food, though?
Luna, what are you doing?
Oh,
I thought you were saying Luna was his favorite food.
She's gonna kind of hang around at the edges of the activity because she knows that, you know, these caravans, there's usually just like a little thing that you can do to just kind of speed everything along. Just keeping an eye out for someone needing a hand here or there.
Mm.
Go ahead and roll me either a perception or insight check. I'm going to say, as you're sort of just looking around and deciding whether or not someone needs any sort of help or interaction, you can see that while most of everyone is sort of just hanging around doing something, the tiefling woman over here seems to be in a similar position to you, sort of looking around and being vigilant over the rest of the group. And I'm going to say that's what you notice with the 22 perception. Nobody else is really needing much help or anything like that, but you notice someone else is. You feel your brain waves sort of are on the same wavelength. Someone else who is looking for a way to help and is sort of standing outside, not really interacting with anyone. EC and Nezrin, what are you doing?
he's setting up an easily manageable perimeter, like a range to just sort of like patrol.
Sure.
It starts at their hammock and ends at their hammock.
Okay. Yeah, you set up a like a circle that you can walk, that you make sure is clear of any like brush or anything like that would make noise, and you set up a good a perimeter. Yeah.
And it's probably not going to happen the first day, but while I'm walking this, should there be any changes in what EC sees, Issy will know about it.
Sure. Sure. If you guys get teleported to a new place, I'll let you know.
EC is
No,
storing
I'm
the.
talking like
Fuck the mountain
tracks.
moves.
Like,
I'm going to say Wanderer is not something that we can be like, no, that twig is in a different spot. Hold on.
You have an excellent memory. Not like
It says the
fucking-
general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you. I understand what you're going for, Michael, but that is still going to be like a check. I'm not just going to be like, you notice that this twig is out of the way.
I don't know. Maybe it could just like help, huh? Maybe something like not like, oh, that twig has moved literally 2 millimeters to the left. Like,
I know what you mean. If I guess it's up to me if it's wander worthy. So you'll see if
Fair.
anything happens.
but yeah, Issy doesn't make any moves to like engage anyone, and
Surprise,
as
surprise.
they're walking, EC just sort of like around their neck, just like opens up this small burlap sack and just pops like a purple berry into their mouth and like ties it back up. Little gotta eat.
Good old Goodberry.
Yep.
Uh,
Good berry home was a good berry.
Nezrin, what are you doing?
Nezrin is going to find a nice spot where there's nice lighting by the fire.
Mm-hmm.
If she could be in between these two squares so that she's not directly adjacent
If
to someone,
you-
she
if-
would.
If you
But let's
if you
just-
so if you hold Alt and you drag yourself somewhere, you can go off the grid.
Oh my god,
Whoa.
role playing. Okay, because she doesn't want to be next to someone, just in the general vicinity of people.
Yeah, I absolutely
Sure.
understand.
And the little bag she carries at her side, there is a sort of like a wooden slab that keeps the side of it sort of flat, and it's also like where she has her like books tied to.
Mm-hmm.
She removes that from like the bag itself, and then sort of sets it on the ground. And from beneath the wooden slab, kind of folds out this little stand, and then she sits cross-legged on the ground, and on the stand in front of her, like this little travel desk. She takes out some of her books, puts them down, some papers, folds them out. There's a little like little indentation where like an inkwell and a pen can go. And she just like crisscross applesauce, sits down, little desk in front of her, and just keeps working at the druidic that Ilune gave her earlier
Oh
today.
man.
Incredible.
While idly going back and forth between that and the book that she got at the next page and trying to decipher that. So like when she gets frustrated with the druidic, she switches over to the book from the next page, trying to decipher that. And when she gets frustrated with that, she switches back to the druidic and goes back and forth.
Wow.
Interesting. Just go ahead and roll me an Arcana check, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. You have much more luck with your studies than you do with the druidic, but
That makes no sense.
the way that Alun wrote it, maybe not the words. You don't, because you don't know druidic. But like the way they were put together, like on the paper, like their what's the word I'm looking for? Their like position, like their arrangement. You can tell that like that has something to do with how it could be arranged magically, like how you can think about the structure of the spell itself. Maybe you see something there.
If
Oh,
I
so-
can
so-
add something,
I'm starting to see the
Sorry.
patterns. Yeah, go ahead.
Exactly.
I want to think that it's a little bit like very like gesture heavy. So it's sort of like a thing you express through like your body rather than necessarily
Very
like,
somatic.
hard rigid shapes.
Yeah.
So Italian, basically.
Canon animals speak Italian.
True.
Yep.
Druidic is Italian.
It's me, a mongoose.
Oh no!
It's a tree.
Oh god.
Okay. Okay. With everybody sort of doing their activities, is anyone going to play cards with the rest of the people who are at the table, other than Florian?
when the food is ready, I
Sure.
will probably take some food to whoever's sitting over.
Yeah,
at
and
the
then
table.
you recognize the face at the table.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah.
And then I have food in my hand.
Nezrin is going to be financially responsible and realize that she only has 5 silver pieces to her name, and while she does like to gamble, will not.
Oh, does she like to gamble?
Casually, she doesn't like to like. She's
Man.
not. She doesn't like an addict, but it's fun. She enjoys it. She likes the numbers of it.
Ma'am, come
Yeah,
on
of course she
down.
does.
She just definitely counts cards without realizing she's counting cards.
That's good, actually.
She's like, "Wait, we're not supposed to do that. That's the game.
It's math.
That's how you win.
It's math."
Probability.
Okay, so those who are playing cards at the table, I'm gonna say Rainy is going to see that the table needs more space, so she's gonna set on a box over here, so Loon can sit on the table, and you guys can all play cards.
I hear you guys ordered one thing of soup each. I've only got 2 hands, so this is gonna take several trips. But oh, tips hadn't our standard.
Oh, take your
Nah.
time. You can take as many trips as you like.
Oh man.
Well, all right. Several trips.
All right.
There's food, and now we are sitting at the table and we are playing cards.
Okay.
Did not know you worked for these people.
What should we do? How should we do
Not that this is a bad surprise.
They smile and they say, "Really? You didn't see this coming?"
I thought you were the fortune teller.
I'm not surprised. All right. Let's play a few rounds.
gamble.
Let's play a few rounds of poker.
Yeah.
Oh god, there's a way to deal cards in Roll20, but I don't
Can we
remember
play
how.
actual poker?
I was
Whoa.
literally just about to try and figure out a way to do that. Yeah.
I have never played poker in my life.
Ditto.
I'm really good at poker.
Have you ever played Yahtzee?
No, I'm not really good at poker. I'm pretty good at
Alun kind of, stretches his hands out, kind of things. I want to warn you guys that I made a killing the other day. I'm really good at cards.
A likely story.
Oh, good. We can play poker.
Wow. You're gonna have
I'm
to
gonna
teach us
play
to
this
play
to my
poker.
full ability, which is to say bad.
Poker with friends. We'll play a couple of
Can I
games.
play it? Can I be an NPC?
You can be an NPC, yes.
Poker, I barely know
I'm gonna
Ari.
be Ari. Take the seat. Oh, I don't know. Everybody, your stack, each one is silver, I guess. So put
How do I
in
get into this? Hold on.
however many silver you want.
How many is everybody else putting in?
I'll
This is
put
for
in-
your stack, quote unquote, which is how much you have totally. This is not for the what's it called, the I forgot what it's called, the blind. There we go.
Big blind, little blind.
Approve.
Is this the money that I have to work from? Like my
Yes,
wallet,
this is
basically?
your total basically.
You might want to drop the blinds a bit because otherwise it's going to be.
Game. Small blind. I'm just gonna say it's 2 and big blind is 4.
Yep, that's probably better.
Update. No sense.
Damn, I should have done.
Approve. 69. Nice.
I should have done 420. I'm mad.
Who's Bochi?
That's me.
Oh, okay.
What is happening? Am I supposed to be seeing something?
In OOC, there's a link.
There's I did put a link.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha.
What's my
Poker.
stack? I'll just go with 100.
Okay.
Edit player.
Sign in. Oh, no, never mind.
I'm gonna put you on away mode because you're not playing, right, Michael?
I'm Bochi.
Who's Bochi?
I'm Bochi. You just said there was a bunch of random fucking
No,
names.
there's 5. Oh, okay. All right. I'll allow it. Never mind then.
I didn't just want to like just to stare at something while you guys play.
Gotcha.
poker.
Yeah, whoever
Sorry,
wants to play can play as a random NPC, I guess.
I was gonna say,
Intended
why
stack.
the fuck did Bochi have
Um,
9,000?
Okay.
How about... There we go.
Florian, there we go. Approve. All right, you're
Oh, yeah.
putting in... Is that... I know, that's all of us, I think, right?
What are
2,
these
3,
little
4, 5, 6,
emoticons?
7. Yeah, that's all of us.
Don't know, but I got the face screaming in fear.
Yeah. That's what anxiety is
I guess
Yeah.
we'll shuffle the seats and we'll start the game. Okay. We're playing Texas Hold'em.
We're playing Texas. Let's go.
I'll check.
How do I play this game?
How to play technical.
How do I know whose turn it is?
You sat down at
think
the
it's-
fucking table, baby. It's Eloon's turn.
It is Eloon's turn.
So for the people who don't know, so the hand is dealt by the dealer, quote unquote, which is actually not me, but the person after the dealer posts what is called a small blind, and the person after them posts what's called a big blind. The big blind and the small blind are just like so that you don't just sit there and never play hands. Basically, every few hands you have to play. The big blind is what everybody is calling or folding to. So if Ire, Aya, whatever the name is there, wants to carry on playing with the hand that they've been dealt, they have to put in 2 more because they're only the small blind. They've only put in 2. They haven't put in the full 4.
It's gotta match the highest bet.
Yeah.
You
The
have to
default
match
is
the
big blind.
highest.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
So an 8, a 9, and a 10. Well.
That's correct. Does everyone know poker hands?
No,
No.
Okay.
I know nothing.
Okay.
I don't know why we decided to actually play poker.
So Because it's fun.
Sorry.
I've
Pair,
never played.
it's pair. Well, it's high card, then pair, then is it 3 of a kind or 2 pair after that? I can't remember.
I think 3 of a kind.
I think it's
3,
3 of a kind.
3 of a
If it's
kind.
dispute,
then-
the computer will tell us.
Yeah, we don't need to know.
Oh, you know what? No, hold on. Poker hands.
Tier list.
Top 10 poker cards.
No, I
Number
yeah,
One.
I can literally just put that in OOC. There. High card pair, 3 of a kind straight. Yeah. Yeah, high card pair, 2 pair, 3 of a
think I'm
kind
out.
straight. Flush, full house. Check.
I know what a full house is.
So we're trying to build this on the table.
Yeah, so,
you,
the,
you have
Okay.
to use. So you can use any of the cards on the table. Because this is Texas Hold'em. You can use any of the cards on the table, including the ones in the middle. So if your best hand is the 5 cards in the middle, you're probably not going to win because somebody's probably going to have a better hand than you. But that is still a legal hand.
Okay.
So the hidden information is obviously the 2 cards that you have. So 9, 10, 8 is quite a good draw for a straight. So somebody might.
ah,
Yeah. So like.
Oh.
There you go. Ira got the straight.
I thought for a straight they had to be the same suit. I could have.
Nope,
No, that's a
straight-
flush.
straight flush.
Damn.
that's so
So-
the picture I posted has the different kinds
Yeah,
of like
gotcha.
straights and flushes
And-
as well.
A full house is a 2 pair and a 3 pair, right?
Yes.
Yeah. In Texas Hold'em, you will probably be doing quite well if you've got a decent 2 pair. Is a reasonable way of looking at it.
Yes.
Okay.
I've been playing a lot of a lot of non-Hold'em variants of poker recently, so
Yeah, I'll call.
my Hold'em math is a bit off.
How do I select a card? I'm sorry. Oh wait.
You don't
You
you don't need to
select
select the card.
You're just building like you don't ever need to tell people what's in your hand until like you have to show your cards, basically.
Okay.
So with betting, you're betting against, like, you're looking at what cards are on the table and like, well, this could be good for if somebody has a 2 and a 5, or you know, if somebody has
Oh,
you know,
okay,
an
okay,
8
okay.
or whatever. Yeah, you're just kind of trying to work out what other people.
I'm
have got.
sorry, I'm still really confused.
Basically, if you
I
look at
don't
the
do well with oral instructions. I would have to read it, honestly.
yeah,
And I'm
if
worried that I don't know.
No,
Florian would
no
be
worries.
much better at this game than I am.
I'll check.
I can guarantee you, as an old person, Alun is better at this than I am.
So,
but also
The base. Oh, who the fuck is betting?
Balloon.
All right, whatever. Fuck this.
Ooh.
Elune always Ray's last name.
Yeah.
Okay, are we betting that if we put down a card, we will make a better set?
You're basically betting you have the 2 cards in your hand, and you can use any of the 5, or up to 3 of the 5 cards in the
we
center.
both had nothing, and so I went on high card.
That's so funny.
I'm like, my king's taking me to the end.
So in OOC, I posted the hands that you can make in poker.
Yes, I see those.
And you're trying to make those with what's in your hand and what's on the table.
The betting is just bluffing or saying, hey, I bet this much that I'm going to win this hand.
Okay. Oh, there's a time limit. That's why I haven't. Oh, fuck.
It's okay.
I
you
can
haven't
I can change that, by the way.
But you haven't put in any money yet.
I'll call.
So you haven't lost anything.
Because I
So,
don't
like-
know how
like-
this works.
My question of have you ever played Yahtzee actually stands. It's relevant here.
Never.
Let's give you guys.
Damn, you just keep raising, huh?
Okay, I gave everybody more time to think.
Okay, thank you.
Think.
I did not realize it was that low.
Do these hand rankings
Oh,
is the color something we have to worry about as well?
the suit.
It can be.
The suit.
Yeah, the suit.
Can the suit be something else?
So the suits are important for flushes, which is 5 cards of the same suit, and
Right.
straight flushes and royal flushes. Otherwise, the suits don't really matter.
Okay. I was gonna say, does a royal flush have to be red
Yeah,
diamonds?
Yeah,
royal flush
it
has
doesn't have to be
all-
red diamonds, but they do have to all be the
Have to
same
be
suit.
Same kind. Okay. Okay.
Oh, you can. Okay, you can
Check.
choose your bet.
No, just check. Oh, damn.
How do I bet? Let's see.
So on when you go to your turn, there's going to be like a call and raise.
Okay. Call means I don't have anything, right?
Call means that you're matching the current bet. Fold is I don't have anything good and I want to fold. And then there's also an option for check if you're at the current bet or no one's made a bet. You can just agree not to bet anything yet.
Fold is more accurately, I don't want to continue playing this hand. It doesn't necessarily mean you don't have anything.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, we're all going big on this one.
Who's got 4s? Someone's got a 4, right? Someone's going crazy.
Gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Know when to walk away.
True. Man, truer words have never been said. Now, does an ace count as a 1 and higher than
Yeah,
a king?
ace is high and low in
Yes.
tech fold 'em.
Gotcha. So if someone's got a 3, they're a 3 and a 5, they're set. 3 and a 5 of clubs would be even better.
Alun, did you just fold on a check?
You could have just checked the lid. Oh, you fuck off with the ace 2 pair and a king 2 pair. Come on.
I had a 3-2 pair, so I'm glad I fucking.
Okay.
Go.
My turn. So I just lay something down?
You don't have to.
You don't have
Four.
to. If you're looking at your hand and you're like, this is bad, So generally, good opening hands for poker are a pair, or like a
High
ace
cards,
card, so
yeah.
a jack, jack,
Sure.
king, ace, and then another decently high card in the same suit.
Okay. So if I don't have a good one, I
You
would
don't have
fold?
to. But you also have 70, so you can play the hand out if you want to. You don't have to.
So that would be
Balloon's in
call.
trouble.
It would just be 4. Yeah, call.
Don't worry about it. It's
Oh,
fine.
I
It's
Good.
okay. Don't worry.
hesitated too long.
I'm gonna fold.
You'll get to play the next hand because you're going to be the big blind, so you will
So you
have to play.
for.
Well, you'll have to
Okay.
pay the 4 at least. You don't have, if it goes higher than that, you don't have to.
I'm
But
so confused. It's okay.
Oof.
Good.
Oof. Okay. I mean, at that point, might as well just go all in.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Hey.
oh, I
Give
didn't
me
even-
all your money.
Fuck it. I don't know what that 14%
That was
is. I
happening.
don't.
Two
think I know
pair.
what I told
Ooh.
her to call.
Oh yeah, I can.
Fucking.
You're also under no obligation to show your hand at the end of the.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just can if you want to BM.
No, I just wanted to.
I think I'll call this. Yeah.
So I do think.
So
I
now say
actually
you can bet
can-
if you want to. Like if you think your hand is good, you can put more money in.
You want to scare people out of
All right.
paying.
You don't have to. That is something
No,
you
blow
can
all
do
your
now
money.
since
If
people
you
have called.
check, then it'll flip the first 3 cards.
Yeah, if you check, then we'll see the flop. That's what it's
The
called.
flop. And the river.
Okay.
And then the turn.
Oh, you raised a 10.
Okay. Interesting.
Must have a good
There's also the possibility that I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, it's
That's
okay. You have a
true.
good hand. You have a good hand.
I'm gonna call. I'll call this.
You know what? Let's
Mike's got
chaos
more than
reign.
enough money to call
Let
this if he
chaos
wants.
reign.
Oh, fuck off. Okay. So Mike raised it another 10. So you'd have to put 10 more if you want to play this hand.
Damn. Yeah, why not?
I got the money.
Break. We're in trouble.
Someone other than Mike has to win this hand so he doesn't just fucking...
Demolish everybody.
Let's lower the stakes.
So Riley put in 4.
Right. They're all different suits.
Yeah, so nobody's gonna get a flush off this because Oh wait, no, that's not true.
That's not true. If somebody has two of any of the suits that are on the
Still
table,
possible,
they
yeah.
could get one. Yeah. I'll just call. I want to play this hand.
I'm folding.
After you put in 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
This isn't gonna
He's-
turn out to be good, is it?
It could be. Who knows? We don't know what everyone else has.
What? What is check?
Check just
I-
means pass, basically.
Yeah.
You're
Guys, I
at
think
the
I have the
current
winning
bet, which is
hand.
0. Yo, true.
Okay.
I got this.
You monster.
Fuck off, Patrick.
I'm not gonna let people see cards for free. Fuck that shit.
Oh yeah. You know what? I want to look at these cards. Fuck it. I'll pay.
Yeah.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
What's that?
You want to see these cards for cheap? Nah.
You wanna see these nuts? Fucking hell.
Man, I don't know. I'm just
Sure.
pushing buttons at this point.
You know what? Fuck it. Nope. I'm all in, so I don't got nothing here. You guys get to see my cards.
I
Fucking sure.
Oh,
Suck my
fucking
nuts.
fuck off.
Suck my nuts.
I had nothing. I just wanted to make you put in more money.
Put more money into my wallet.
Yeah, exactly.
See, listen, I just put in 20 to just let chaos reign. This
I'm
game's
not-
about my
All right,
game.
I'm putting ours putting in more silver to play more.
I'm not playing for
This is
money, I'm
the
playing for
if
jokes.
you're not playing with an NPC, this is your real ass silver, by the way.
Yeah, it is my real ass silver, of which I now have nearly 3 times as much.
Oh my god.
All right, I'm playing next hand. He's putting in another 10 gold.
Fuck that.
I would argue that it's not fair to play with our real ass silver.
You know
Since
what?
you know how to
That is
play,
fair.
yeah.
You guys didn't know how to play, so we can call this
Yeah.
we can call this learning for now. Yeah, that's fair.
I will play with my real ass silver.
This is for all the marbles.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, the straight.
Sorry.
It's the straightest
don't know
thing
what to say
Florian's
on
ever done.
Oh, I'll just call, I guess.
One of the chaos demons is gone at least.
Sure.
What does that mean? Okay. Oh wait, that means I think I have a really good hand, huh?
Yeah.
You have a pair of 8s and I have a pair of 3s, so.
You won! No, the
You-
straight one.
Oh,
You tied.
wow.
Cool.
Was the stream watching us play poker, or are they
Yes.
just sitting in empty?
No, they're watching.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll check. I'll play this hand.
Spicy
Okay.
flop. Spicy flop.
There's a spicy flop. How spicy?
I'll check. Depends on how much it costs to see. I'll call. I wanna see these cards. What the
Whoa,
fuck?
Spicy, spicy.
Whoa.
Fucking pour a bottle of hot sauce in the river, baby.
Jesus. I'll check. I just want to see this.
What the fuck is that hand?
See.
Someone's got 4 of a kind.
Full house.
Ooh, full house.
Full house is all round.
So Florian, you won your part of the bet because you went all in on your 4. So everything up to there, since your hand was better, you won all of that, and then I won the rest of it because I had more money to put in.
Huh, okay.
Because I'm richer than you.
Also, if you ran out of money, you can take a seat on the table next.
I tried.
You can do that next round. You just have to take a seat and then put more money. Oh, right, I have to approve you. That's why. There we go. That's my bad. That's why.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll call.
Is this version of the name pronounced slightly differently to the previous one?
Yeah.
Riley.
Riley
It's
D.
the way
Stallion.
the way that Siri says is really,
Yeah,
really,
but sure.
Oh, really?
Really, the NPC.
No way.
Wow.
That's funny.
That's Druidic Italian.
I'm speaking Druidic.
I'll check.
Okay.
Sure.
I'll call it. I'll check. Ooh.
I made some mistake.
All right. So say you can sit back down by clicking one of the seats, and then I can.
I will
Okay.
also say, I know that Ilune is out and Florian's out and I'm out. We could, and this is just a suggestion, play
Mhm.
D&D again.
How
Okay.
dare
Yeah.
you?
I'm the last PC in. So.
That's true. You are.
He wants the big money. He's out for blood.
Do this.
All
and
right.
then
Well,
go back to-
we'll
go
play
back to
a
10.
couple more hands, and then we'll get back to it. I'll just call it.
Going to 11.
We need to like
Oh, is there a
sports
hard cap at
commentator
11?
this, except neither really know enough about the game to do it.
That's very
Everyone
true.
who doesn't know about poker should
We can both
commentate on
finish
it.
this hand and then be like, okay, who's got the most? You win. Great. Good job.
Yeah, that's fair. I think.
That's
You
The
fair.
take
three.
all
There's
the
two
money.
threes on the board. That's probably significant.
That
Let's see what the
probably means
players
a
do
lot.
next.
The two threes equals 6 or 9, depending on your type of math. Let's see what the players have.
Or 0.
The bets just keep going up.
Wow, the 66, insane!
66.
A factorial
That's
of 3,
three
away
and
from
there
the
are
funny number.
2 threes on
I'm
the
good.
Oh,
Ari
Dandy.
says he's good, but is he?
Oh,
Are they?
shit.
Full
I
house.
just don't know.
Okay.
That was
Well,
like
The house is full, folks. The 3 and the 4 take it home over the 2 and
No
the
more
3.
room
Who would have thought?
All
in
right.
Bigger
this
numbers
house.
do win.
all right. That's enough poker, I think.
Okay. With
We defeated poker. We did it.
Guys, do we level up?
Do we level up?
fuck off.
Level up a poker.
All right. I'll go ahead and Elune, Florian. You go ahead and roll a d20 for me, and I'm just gonna roll.
Okay. All right.
Oh, hold on, let me find things. Oh,
This is just straight up luck to see if you actually win.
I think
Mm.
Florian
Any-
should have proficiency in this.
shit.
Do they want to cheat?
No.
Oh.
I mean proficiency in
Oh.
like Florian plays poker, right?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
He's
but
faced a lot of people.
these people also know how to play poker, so
Yeah, they should also be rolling with proficiency.
I'm just going to call it luck, unless someone wants
That's
to
fair.
cheat.
Florian's gonna try to cheat, I think.
All right, roll a sleight of hand check, please.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use an inspo.
Go ahead and roll 2d8.
Ooh.
I gotta beat these carnies at cards.
Oh man.
Okay.
Avan is going to do a perception check to see if he notices if Florian is cheating.
Why is he checking?
I'm gonna say it. Yeah, it'll be a
Guess who knows
general one.
Florian?
Yeah, general check.
Lid already knew how Ari plays. He
Evan
did not come
doesn't,
here to win. He's just here
Why
for a
was-
good
I'm
time.
I'm also going to use
Inspiration.
inspiration.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll 2d8 and add that. 12.
Yeah.
Okay. As the night goes on and as those who are gathered around the poker table play cards and enjoy themselves, there's a lot of talking, having fun over the table, and a lot of cards being played and hands being folded, and there's a general sense of camaraderie here that is Avan
Nice.
might feel a little like, hold on, I can't get too comfortable with these bitches. But there's a general sense of openness as you guys are enjoying yourselves. Florian, you do tip the scales in your favor. Seemingly no one notices.
To be clear, if he noticed that Florian was cheating, he wouldn't say anything.
Right.
Oh really?
Yeah,
He
will just have
he was in
a
the
worse
he was in
opinion
the
of him.
army.
not a fucking snitch.
Yeah, first of all, he's not a snitch. Second of all, he's in the army. He played cards with way worse cheaters than Florian and just
That's
fucking got on
funny.
with it. So,
Yeah,
there are many things that he thinks that are kind of weird character traits about Florian, but cheating at poker is not one of them.
Yeah, fair.
I'm gonna say for sheer skill, Patrick, you are gonna get like 20 gold off of this night.
Sure.
Florian and Aloon, Florian, since you cheated,
Hell yeah.
it helps your money, so you're gonna profit like 10 gold, and Aloon you're gonna get like 6 more gold. It's not like super high stakes like it was in the city
Nah.
Yeah.
especially for Aloon. You guys aren't magically cheating a bunch of people out of their money.
What? Never did that.
But yeah, it's fun. It is maybe something that Avan and Aloon haven't felt in a while, like this, the sort of just like dicking around with people around the campfire
yeah.
playing cards.
Yeah.
Florian, I don't know if he's ever had an experience like this, but it is it's new and it's pretty nice.
All right.
Yeah. One time when I was out on my own, I tried to teach the squirrels Texas Hold'em. I don't know where Texas is. It didn't work. First of all, they don't even understand that like you have to bet the nuts. They really want to keep their nuts.
That's what Afan meant when he said, "Bet these nuts." Pay to see my
Oh my
nuts.
god.
Oh, that's so
Second of all,
funny.
they don't really understand numbers.
Was Nezrin gonna play as well?
Not at all.
Okay,
I don't know if you saw what I wrote in chat. I forgot
Yeah.
a character detail. Nezrin hates gambling,
right. Okay.
Right. Okay.
but
Mhm.
but obviously there's a reason for that. If there wasn't the reason,
she
would love
watches,
it.
right?
If it was just a game with no money involved, she would play it.
Maybe.
Okay.
But I don't think I think she tries not to watch.
Oh, okay.
Much like my grandmother can't play cards without money.
Go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw,
Oh.
or I guess just a wisdom check, just to see how well
I'm
you
bad at
manage to
both,
not
but my
look.
wisdom saving throw is better.
You can take the save if you want. It's not like a typical save. Like you're not saving
Natural
against
20,
a magical
what-
effect. Never mind.
what
What gambling is going
I
on
don't
here?
think about my past at all.
You're studying. You're way too enthralled,
I'm-
like in
I'm
that
deep
book.
in the druidic sauce.
Exactly.
I'm too far down druidic.
Yeah, but
What daddy issues?
as you guys are sort of playing for the evening and just talking, Ari, as the night goes on, you can see that Arisander is teasing Aloon just a little bit more than the others. Some good-natured ribbing.
And then Florian's got the good-natured rib.
Yeah,
But
Avan
then
is taking it incredibly seriously.
Mhm.
I would imagine.
He just sits down with like a big cigar in his mouth and is like doing fucking card shuffle tricks and is like, so what are we playing?
Hell yeah.
What are we
Incredible.
playing?
dropping, boys?
What limit Omaha? What are we
that's good.
playing?
Oh my god.
A visor appears on his head out of nowhere.
One of those green tinted accountant visors.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. But yeah, the rest of the evening, there's not much that happens. At least not before you guys go to sleep. It seems as though everyone is happy to have you guys around and they're welcoming you in. You guys are not being
cool.
like ostracized or anything like that. But as the night continues, who is keeping watches?
Avan said he would keep watch, the first watch at least.
Okay. So
He's
Avan.
just up the entire time.
You see what?
EC's up the entire time.
Yes,
Right.
EC did sleep
So-
during the day, so
God, imagine
Okay.
trying to teach EC poker.
Oh dear. Well, they might get it. I don't know.
I don't know.
No,
That's
it's
why-
a bluffing game. That might be.
Yeah, that's fair.
that's
Mike, how would EC play poker, Mike?
If it were like straightforward rules, not head games, I could see it being possible. But
why don't
You would get EC at EC's name, and then you would lose EC at play.
Okay.
You'd be like, EC, you want to play? No, gone.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, she doesn't
you-
play. Life is not a game.
No.
Only practical things fun.
Only practical. No play.
No play.
There is no play on the hunt. I
You
don't
know
know.
what is
The
fun?
hunt
Being
is the
alive. That
game.
is fun.
The hunt is the game of life or death.
Mm.
Is the most dangerous game.
Good book.
So Avan and EC, go ahead and either one of you roll with advantage or both of you roll whatever you two would prefer.
What rolling what?
Perception to keep watch during the night.
My
Can I
perception
cast
is
guidance?
not great.
Yeah, you're up all night anyway as well, so you can cast guidance.
That's actually one of the things I have expertise in.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay, so roll with advantage and guidance, I guess, Michael. And
Cool.
also give me a second. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
Oh yeah, how did you get a feat by
Wow.
the way? I was gonna
Did I
ask that
get a feat?
earlier. Yeah.
Because I didn't take half work things. Like if I get knocked out, I'm down.
Oh, so you don't have the half elf stat block, or you don't have the half elf race.
No.
Gotcha. Cool. Is it like custom lineage, or are you in game just doing a special thing?
It was a custom lineage.
Cool.
All right. D4. 15. That doesn't even graze my passive. Well, my passive is 16, so doesn't even match passive.
Okay, I'm back.
Hi, welcome back.
15.
Welcome back to
15.
Watch Mojo.
You know what? 27.
27. EC, it is a quiet night here as you're keeping watch these first couple of hours. You can tell that most animals are going to be keeping a wide berth. This is a pretty well put together campground and sort of caravan encircling. So there's nothing that happens during these 2 hours that catches your attention at all.
Do I only have that only for 2 hours? Do I have to roll again if I'm just continuing?
Yes, we're doing full watches. You guys are level 2.
All right.
Oh yeah, the highest level of D&D.
So
Okay,
Anyone could sneeze on us and kill us instantly. We need to know if that happens.
exactly.
I could beat up half of these characters,
It's
Yeah.
also true.
and I'm
Yeah.
especially weak.
So I'm gonna say I'm also gonna say that all of these guys, and let's just collect them. All of the non-you guys people are they're
Can you watch
sleeping.
then?
They're in their tents.
Nesrin
gonna-
also sleeping.
Can I have just kind of, since guidance is a cantrip, can I just add guidance to whoever's checking tonight?
Yeah, I mean you slept you also slept during the day, so you can stay up all night too. All right, so who's taking the next watch?
Avan will stay up for another one.
Elvin can do a night watch.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just moving some people out of the way. All right. So it'll be Avan in this next one. So Avan and EC, and then Alun and EC, and then we need one more person for the last watch of the day.
Florian can do it.
Okay, that's the early morning one. All right. So are you guys just going to be giving EC advantage on their perception checks, or is someone else going to keep watch, or make a perception check?
I think I actually have pretty good perception, so.
Okay.
And you get guidance.
So EC, why don't you go ahead and roll me 1 with advantage, and then the other 2 just a flat 1, and the Alun and Florian as well.
Damn.
the 3. So, 28.
Roll.
A perception check.
Oh, gotcha.
Then, okay. 28, 9, and 13.
Well, 28,
Alright.
13 plus 17, right?
Okay. Well, I guess I can roll guidance for the other.
Yes, you can.
Okay, so a 28 and 11 and a 14.
And then 19 on the Lunas and Florian at 19. Nice, good rolls.
Yeah. We're pretty perceptive.
Thank goodness.
All right.
All right.
Easy, go ahead and roll me 2d10, please.
8 and a 6.
Give me one moment. There we go. Okay. So, as you guys go on through the night, keep watch and make sure that everything stays quiet and calm. Easy, as you're walking around your perimeter during the night, you don't notice much happening. It's a pretty quiet night. The moon is high up in the air. You can see it through the pretty empty clearing here that you guys are sitting around in. But as you're looking around, and Florian, during your part of the watch, as you're sitting there, sort of keeping an eye out for anything that might be happening, you hear a familiar sound. It's a sound that you've heard before, or it's a very quiet, soft sound. Almost like a soft, wet splat against a tree. And as you sort of look around, you wonder what it might be. And then you do see in one of the woods, sort of scurrying through the trees. You see,
Mongoose.
no.
Damn.
Cha.
I thought you said Among Us for a second there.
Among Us?
Amogus.
Among Us.
It's an Amogai.
Oh no. Pretty sus.
That's pretty sus.
Okay. You see in one of the trees, or in a couple of the trees, I should say, actually.
All of the trees.
Let's just give me 1 second.
Is this gonna be a spooky pooper, Gabe?
I mean, it's not going to be that spooky,
Pooper.
Okay.
but you are.
Just let me know if I should cover my eyes.
I don't know. Do you want to cover your eyes?
It depends on how spooky this pooper is.
As you look around, you sense something moving in one of the trees, and as you look, you do finally see it. A couple of large 8-legged creatures have come up upon you guys in the evening. Florian, you were the first one to notice them before EC.
Okay.
Do you say anything?
How big do they look?
They're big. They're giant. Some might say.
Giant spiders.
Some might say they are giant spiders.
Yeah. I don't know where I am on the map at this point, but yeah, I'll call it to Izzy. EC.
I'm gonna say
Or
Do I
I'll
hear
like
a voice?
whistle.
you're
in the night?
here. You guys are like in tents or something, sleeping. Luna's just sitting there, staring into the moonlight.
Well, Luna likes bugs, so
But yeah, Florian, what did you say?
I'm gonna whistle
Whistle.
just to alert EC.
Yeah, ECU immediately hear this whistle. Look
And
back.
Florian points.
Yeah, Florian points, and once Florian points, you do notice near you in one of the trees is one of these giant spiders.
Come out here.
Can I just sort of get like get a vibe for how they're doing? Are they just passing through, or are they?
As you sort of look at them, you turn around and you see the other one is moving towards Luna.
Nope, that's too close to.
Let's go
someone
ahead
that
and
can sort
roll
of,
initiative.
Okay.
I
Oh,
do
there's the one
wanna-
up there.
I did want to ask. It's been established that Nezrin's a light sleeper, especially with Florian.
Right.
If Florian whistles loudly next to Nezrin's tent, would she wake
Yeah,
up?
he was there.
What's your passive perception?
Not good, but just with the narrative establishment of her being a very light sleeper.
Well, yeah, well, what is your passive perception?
It's 10. It's 10. Sorry, I don't. Yeah, I'm not trying to not say it. But
just roll me a
specifically-
d20. Let's see if it's
Specifically with
10 or
loud
higher, you
noises.
wake up. If it's not, you wake up when
She
they're
is
like,
sensitive
"Hey,
to loud noises
spiders."
at night,
Yeah.
we've established.
Yeah, specifically with sudden loud noises and like voices.
To be fair, Florian did whistle and then walk over towards
Sudden
EC.
loud
So
noise.
yeah,
Yeah.
you woke up from the whistle.
Can I write
would
on that?
say-
Because I, as a player, didn't notice. Well, I guess yeah, okay. It's fine.
I would say Lynn's a heavy sleeper, but being a former mercenary, a whistle like that is deeply ingrained to sit the fuck up and wake up.
Yeah.
So.
Mhm.
Same for Avan.
All right.
Oh,
So,
geez, okay.
I'm
I
gonna
woke
say,
everybody up.
Nezrin, you are getting up and are able to act this turn. You guys have to wait a turn. Elun and Afan.
Okay.
Luna, you were up.
Don't worry about it.
What's your passive perception, Luna?
It is. I think it's 14. Let me double check.
Then you are also able to act this turn.
Oh, I didn't have my token clicked, I think. is
Oh,
what
me neither.
happened. Okay, I rolled a really good initiative first.
Yeah, you can change it to that one.
Ooh.
You can just click your thingy and change
Nope. Okay.
it. 23.16, yeah. That works.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, mine was really bad the second time, but the first time was great.
You
So I'm
can
gonna
you change it to the first one, don't worry.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go descending. Florian, you are up first.
Okay. Thing looks real ugly, and I'm just gonna hit it with an Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast.
Which one?
Yeah, and
Oh, let me mark red, blue, and the last one's green. The one by EC's green.
green. I'll do the one closest to me.
Okay.
Um.
Go ahead and roll to attack.
Blast.
Your Eldritch Blast hits right between the branches of this tree and between the legs of this thing. It barely misses it.
Ah, frick. Actually, he doesn't say frick. He cusses.
You can say fuck if you want, say. And anything else on your turn?
Any more swears?
dicks.
Whoa there.
Well, that was intense. Eldritch Blast is a full action.
It is an action, yes.
Okay. Nope, I'm just gonna hold my ground here. And point, make sure AC sees the other ones. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. The giant spiders are up. One of them's gonna attack Luna. It's gonna try and bite you, Luna. With a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Go
Oh,
ahead
no.
and make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh no.
Okay, so you take 17 damage. Um. Oh, yeah, you're knocked. You're at 0, I think, right?
Oh, no. Luna.
So you are stable but poisoned. So, you see this guy bites Luna. Luna goes uh, unconscious, and they start like spinning webs around Luna.
Gosh dang it.
This one is going to try and web EC 22.
That's gonna hit.
So you're restrained. And then this one is going to try and bite EC, which is a 22 to hit.
Oh my god.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
That's 5 piercing damage. Make a Constitution saving throw, please. You pass, so you take 2 poison damage, so 7 damage total. As this one jumps down from the tree and bites you. This one's going to move over here. That's their turns. Easy.
Ew, they're so big and gross.
They are giant spiders.
They are spooky poopers. You're right.
Well, shit. What's gonna take to not be restrained?
Either a strength check or you can attack. You can try to slice through the webs if you have like a piercing or slashing weapon.
Alright. See here. Okay. Lucy's gonna mutter under their breath in Elvish. Vince Carisi, as I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike on myself.
Nice.
And then I'm going to try and attack the web. I'm assuming there's disadvantage.
You don't have. Do you have disadvantage on attacking the web? Actually,
When I'm restrained, all my attacks have disadvantage.
yes.
11 to attack the.
That hits. And you cut through the webbing on you.
Hell yeah.
This one has webbed.
This is just gonna cut through the webbing, look around, and then just sort of in a gust of wind.
Oh hell. That's cool.
It's just
Does Zephyr Strike
Going-
give you like a
30 feet of movement.
and
Sure.
no attacks of opportunity?
Correct.
Perfect. I remembered correctly.
All right. That is going to be my turn.
Nezrin.
Actually, right there. I have 65 feet of movement. with
Gotcha.
Zephyr Strike.
Sick.
You come out of your tent and you see Luna unconscious.
Yeah, I think Nezrin, like, wiping sleep from her eyes, like, what the fuck was that whistle? Just hears a lot of scuffling movement. All of a sudden, like, peeks out of her tent and then sees Luna on the ground and this giant fucking spider.
Yep.
Like, eyes dilate, eyes go wide, shakes a little bit. Oh, it's happening. It's happening. Okay, Luna, hold on. Oh gods. Okay, teacher, I hope you're watching. And she's going to, with her left hand, grab at the crow skull pendant she's wearing, and as she's walking across the campsite towards Luna, the fire in the center of the campsite kind of dims and flutters a little bit as she clutches at her necklace, and she's gonna hold out her right hand.
Damn, all these descriptions. This is great.
Yeah, I gotta. Roleplay doesn't end when combat starts.
Mm.
She holds out her right hand and like sort of like clutches it and like flexes it a little bit, and you see the veins almost go a little like dark purple, blackish. And it's almost like the light is being like snuffed out around her, and you see the shadows begin to like gather around her and like up her arms, up her legs, and then over her face you see this sort of like semi-translucent, like almost mask appear. That like arcs down in front of her like a plague doctor mask or a crow skull
Oh
kind
my
of.
god.
Dang.
This
Very
sort of
cool.
just like visage of a crow skull, like in these black shadowy translucent like magical bullshit in front of her face, and her shoulders kind of get a little spikier, and like the image of these flowing robes around her, and in like a circle around her, almost like these like dark glowing like books like rotating around her in a circle.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I'm going to bonus
She's a
action,
persona.
kinda, yeah. Bonus action, Form of Dread. You manifest an aspect of your patron's dreadful power. So I'm going to get a D10 plus my warlock level of temporary hit points.
Nice.
10... so 3. That's okay, though.
It's better than nothing.
Better than not. I will now survive if I get hit with 17 damage.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I can't be frightened, which is great. And some other thing. And so what I actually want to happen is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And as I'm walking across with my right hand extended, I'm going to pull some of that shadow out from the dimming
Ooh.
fire. And just the eyes are like flaring purple as I hold the hand forward towards the spider sitting over Luna. And I say, I'm going to kindly ask you to step away. And I'm going to Eldritch Blast it.
Hell yeah.
All right, roll to attack.
Oh boy. 13.
That's what I did too.
As your swirling blast of arcane energy comes out of your outstretched fingers, and it's almost like dark, shadowy fire bolt flies towards this thing. It goes right past one of its mandibles and scorches a big
know what?
gouge out of the stump.
I'm going to use inspiration because
Okay. Go ahead and roll 2d10. Or 2d8, I should say. That's a 22. Yeah, 22 will hit.
Okay.
As it scorches the trunk, you see it was sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Banking a large curve, and then heads back and hits this thing square in the thorax as you hit it for 10
Ooh.
force damage.
Mm-hmm. And then it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
What's the effect?
So while in my Form of Dread, once during each of my turns when I hit a creature with an attack roll, I can force it to make a wisdom saving throw, and if the saving throw fails, the target is frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
It has not. It's passed. It rolled an 18.
Gotcha. So I was definitely trying to make it afraid of me so it couldn't approach, but I'm still going to grab onto Luna and drag her back 5 feet away from the spider.
You can get ready to do that next turn if you'd like.
Oh, is grabbing her an action?
I would say it would take more of your movement than you have left.
Oh, more than 5 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
That's my turn then.
Aven, as you hear all the scuffling, you are getting up. You are just grabbing your things and getting ready. You're unable to act quite yet, but you'll be able to act soon.
Sounds good.
No. Save. Luna. You're unconscious, sorry. But at least you don't have to make death saving throws.
At least there's that.
At least there's that. Elune, you also were caught off guard by this. You get up, you're getting ready, but you're able to act next turn.
Yeah.
Florian, you're
Yeah.
back up.
Okay. So, in the interest of adding some visuals, Florian takes an object out of a velvet bag in his pocket, and he kind of holds it in front of him like a weapon. This is his focus, and he says, "Sadie, fucking a little help," and he casts what's it called? Witch bolt
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
at the spider.
Yeah, go ahead,
When it
roll
comes
an
out-
attack.
Yeah, for sure. Witch bolt. Ooh, I forgot I have 2 levels. I'll just cast it level 1.
Yeah, it would be level 1, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, 16 definitely hits.
Hell yeah. So what you see, this magic coming out of his focus is like purple and green and yellow lights all intertwined.
Ooh.
It's a lot more colorful and flamboyant than you would think would go with Florian, this kid who always wears gray and keeps covered up all the time. But it's like really theatrical swirls that come out and strike this monster.
I'm like strangely imagining like stage lights at a Broadway performance,
Huh!
like colored like spotlights.
That's not too far off because I'm taking Mardi Gras as inspiration for.
Oh,
this whole
cool! You
thing.
said theatrical. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, you see the spider convulses a bit as the bolt hits him, and then still outstretched from your hand, that like tether of energy is in between you two.
Hell yeah. I got him under my thumb.
Anything else on your turn?
That was such a video game character line. I love it.
Okay, but I have a question. Are we supposed to be able to see the spider's hit points?
You see them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you see the bars or the hit points?
We can see the bars.
I can see the bars.
You can't see the numbers though, right?
No, no.
That's
but I
fine.
get it then. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be his turn. He'll just keep concentrating on this thing.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Spiders are up. I'm gonna say this spider hasn't noticed EC yet, but has noticed Nezrin.
Of
So
course.
it is going to try to move forward, which you get an attack of opportunity, Michael.
Yep. I will.
Yeah, that hits.
Kaboom!
That is
Big
what,
whammy.
13?
Actually,
Oh
if
my
you'll allow me,
gosh.
I do have the proc of Zephyr Strike.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Just go ahead and roll. 2d8 additional force, or 9 additional force damage.
EC, as this thing tries to step out of your range, you just immediately, as if you were expecting it to, just in one swift strike, bring your sword up in an arc, and then sort of whip it out to your side as like viscera of the giant spider sort of comes off of it, and the spider,
Its thorax and just like.
you don't even have to stand on its thorax as you cut clean through it, and it is.
No, I'm stabbing it.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, no, it is bisected by your strike and falls
yeah, look at
on
you.
either side of Luna,
Look at them go.
dead.
Nezrin's standing there, like maybe a little bit of blood splattered on her, like, oh wow,
Ugh.
Oh, Lucy's Coden and is smiling.
oh wow, nice one. Gives like an awkward thumbs up. good job.
This guy's gonna come over towards Florian. He's
Yeah.
Thumbs up,
attacking
like a
him
clawed shadow
and
finger.
try to. I don't think a 9 hits Florian.
No.
Um,
Can I add some flavor here?
yeah.
So, as it tries to hit Florian, there's a lump that comes out under his cape and deflects it.
Oh.
Yeah, as he tries to bite, the lump sort of pushes the spider
Uh-huh.
away, and is unable to bite down on him. And this one did see EC come here, so it will try to bite EC. 22 to hit.
You know, it hit the last 2 times you said a 22 to hit.
That's 8 piercing damage, and can I get a Constitution saving throw, please? That passes, so you take another 2 poison damage. As this thing bites you, you can feel it try to poison you and make you go limp like Luna, but you are able to withstand it. EC, it is your turn.
EC's looking a bit rough, but
Mm.
EC just turns and shakes the mandibles off. Is they're gonna make use of the Zephyr Strike knot. Using opportunity attacks. Gonna stow the short sword and draw their longbow.
Mm.
19 to hit.
Yeah, 19 will definitely hit.
And as that happens, the mistletoe hanging from one of the bow arms just sort of glows as
Ooh.
the spider is marked as EC's favored foe, so they're gonna take
Cool.
another small 4 damage.
All right.
Yeah, you hit him. You see it sort of rears back a little bit, but it looks like it is eager to continue after you. Anything else on your turn?
Gonna move back. Come and get EC. Come on. That's my turn.
All right, Nezrin.
Immediately reaching down to grab Luna and sort of like start dragging her back towards. I think Nezrin is aware that a loon has healing magic.
Maybe
Yeah.
I do, maybe I don't.
That's true. You're a druid. I know you're a druid, and I think maybe I know that druids can potentially heal. So I'm just hoping. I'm gonna
Yeah.
drag Luna back towards Elune and just say, "I think she's hurt. Can you do nature thing? Can you heal her? One moment." And also Nezrin is just like this like amalgam shadow monster at the moment. Turns back to the spider over here, sees EC firing at it, and then just sort of, yeah, okay, this is the one. Help me out. Grabs at her necklace again, and then just pulls power like shadow from it and forces another Eldritch Blast out at this guy.
Yeah, go ahead and roll to attack.
Lynn just has to, yeah, I'll see what I can do.
7 is not going to hit as you sort of try to.
Inspiration.
Sure.
All right.
I want to do good. I have inspiration to spare.
Roll
Are
2d8.
you actually Nezrine?
What?
Are you actually her?
No, I'm Riley.
No.
Does a 14 hit? Gabe?
14 just barely hits. Yeah. You pull this dark shadowy energy from your surroundings, from your arcane focus, and you push it out towards her. It's almost as if you are forcing yourself to perform this magic. It is not coming all that naturally to you, but you are doing it. And as you push it out, the beam sort of turns in the air towards this thing, zeroes in right on its thorax, and hits it for another 6 force damage. As
Could it make a wisdom save?
part of its body starts to like disintegrate away where it was hit. And yes, I can make a wisdom save. That's a natural 1, so it is afraid of you.
It's afraid of me. It can't approach.
It cannot approach.
Too spooky.
I'm the spooky pooper
It's
now.
so scary. Anything else on your turn, Nezrin?
I don't know if I have any bonus actions. Let me. I'll say no for now. But as the fear sets in, I think, like from the spider's perspective, like the shadowy, like fiery visage on Nezrin, it's looking like a lot bigger and a lot spikier. And there's just like this.
Oh, it looks what you like what you're trying to look like. It looks like a big crow.
Mm-hmm.
The spider's natural enemy, of course.
Yes, of course, bird.
Bird.
I am going to Nezrin, first time ever in a fight ever, is gonna be like, oh right, of course. we could use some help. Ruch, come here. I mean, she's gonna snap and summon her familiar.
Yeah, you do that. Do you have a token for your familiar?
Not yet, but I can find one.
What is? Yeah. What is it?
It is a crow.
Bird.
Orb.
I'm just gonna use a raven for now.
Traitor.
I just wanna. There we go.
And I did decide on a name for him. It is Ruch.
How do you spell that, please? Rouh.
I think because it kind of sounds like Rook. You know, because
Yeah.
crows.
I
But
see.
it,
I see.
it means spirit.
Whereas there's Riley. Can be edited and controlled by Riley. There. You should be able to move the crow around.
Okay.
The
And
raven.
does the
Crow. Whatever.
does the crow move on my initiative or after me?
I think it technically has its own initiative, right, Mike?
It acts right after.
Okay, so it acts right after you. So are you going to... Is it a bonus action to tell it to do something? I think it is, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
I
you've
have a
summoned
bonus
it
action.
so far. I think it's a bonus action to dismiss it
I think
or
it's no
summon
action
it.
to summon or dismiss it.
Hold
Let me
on.
I'll just post the spell in the chat. Hold on.
Let's see.
It acts independently of me. It rolls its own initiative. Acts on its own turn.
No.
As an action, you can dismiss it, and it's as an action, you can cause it to
can
reappear.
Oh.
So
initially
since
as an action.
yeah, so if it was dismissed already, it's an action to cause it to appear.
Gotcha.
But let's say just because it's cool, he was sleeping in your tent and you called him
And
out.
I called him to me. Yeah,
I
for
am
sure.
I am absolutely fine with that. That's fine.
All right.
So he comes out flying and sort of just perches on your shoulder.
And I'm just gonna sort of nod to him and say, "Ruch, go help."
Okay,
And I'm gonna have him fly over to this spider and use the help action.
he'll do it. Avan, you're up.
So Alan like bursts out of the tent, like chainmail settling into place. His two hand axes in his hands, and he kind of like surveys the carnage that's going on around him. And he looks to his left and sees that Florian is kind of doing battle with one of the spiders, and he looks to his right and sees Luna being dragged away by Nesrine, and Isi looking very much the worse for wear over in the distance, and another spider that is looking very much like it wants to go and ruin Isi's shit. So, and he kind of like mutters to himself, like, "For fuck's sake! Like, I go to sleep for 2 hours. Like, she's gonna fucking kill me." And he starts running in the direction of the blue spider. And when he gets to this cart here, he kind of takes a running leap onto the cart and
Fuck yeah.
hurls one of his hand axes at the spider that's in front of him.
Yeah,
Nice.
go ahead. You have an
advantage.
advantage on this one,
Okay.
yeah, since you're being helped by Ruch.
Yeah.
Gesundheit.
Eat it.
Yeah,
Oh.
hand axe lacks right inside of this guy's thorax, -3 slashing damage, and it definitely looks hurt.
Okay. So
Okay.
he's gonna continue up, and he's gonna get into actual attack range, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to do a second attack.
Yeah.
Which is just a regular kind of melee attack. Do I also have advantage for this one?
This one does not have advantage. I think it's just the next attack had advantage.
Damn.
10 sadly does not hit as it's like carapace.
No, I'm gonna inspiration that.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead
yeah,
and
yeah,
roll
yeah.
Do
2d8.
it.
We all get to be cool in our first fight.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We did so much RPs built up.
Yeah.
18 definitely hits, yeah.
Okay, so another 7 slashing damage.
As it like sort of you bring your hand axe down and it starts to like slide across this thing's carapace, you find a spot where it catches and you just push in and you see the hand axe dig into this thing and it cries out hurt, looking very worse for wear.
All right.
Bewildered, frightened. This is not going how it expected.
I am going to action surge.
Hell yeah.
Woo!
Um,
Hell
Uh,
yeah.
and I'm
Yeah,
gonna
boy.
do one more hand axe attack. No, I'm not.
10 sadly does not hit unless you want to use another inspiration point.
I have no more inspiration. I'm out.
All right, yeah. As you pull back, it's kind of slick. The head of your hand axe is slick with the viscera of this axe, and this spider. As you dig into it again, it's a little too slippery, and it doesn't catch this time.
Slippery.
Luna, I am so sorry you're unconscious. Loon, what are you doing?
Loon to Luna. Wonder hour. All right. So Loon rolls up the sleeve on his right arm, whips out his star mat, which is just a tattoo on his right arm.
Oh.
Holds it up to the night sky. All right. I don't have any cool words prepared for this. Muttering something in Druidic. Some lights shoot down from the start. Hey, sky. I'm assuming it's not cloudy. That wouldn't matter anyways.
The cloud's part
It
for
kind
this.
of do a little swirl around him, and then eventually sort of take the shape of the chalice of a sort of floating magical something. I'm a very visual person. Unfortunately, I don't have a drawing of this. So
That's all right.
yeah. And so as that is my bonus action is activating the chalice starry form, which allows me to go back to my core. The constellation of a life-giving goblet appears on you whenever you cast a spell using a spell slot that restores hit points to a creature. You and another creature within 30 feet of you can gain hit points equal to 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier.
That's sick.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
And I would like to cast, because I did in fact do heal spells.
Fuck yeah.
I'm proud
guess
of you.
right.
Good job.
I'll cast Cure Wounds on Luna. So, remember.
Luna gets that D8 plus your wisdom modifier.
Yup.
Oh, solid healing.
Let's see, 1d8 plus. Let me get back to my core for that wisdom modifier plus 3. So it's 1d8 plus 3.
Another cure wound.
Oh, yeah.
But at a distance.
Super
Hold on.
cure wounds.
I have too many windows up from clicking or anything. There we go. That's 21 health. That's probably too much.
This is all going to Luna.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
yeah.
anyone else within 30 feet that needs it, I guess.
Wait, so
think? Or is it just
everyone.
one person?
Hold on. Yeah, how does?
No,
can
no,
you-
I think it might only be one person. Hold on.
Yeah.
But there's like a weird ranged component.
So I think on the extra one, whenever you cast a spell to heal, you can also give someone within 30 feet an additional D8.
Oh yeah, it's you. So it's only one person. So, we could give that to EC then.
You could give that to EC.
I'm gonna give that to EC.
Hell yeah.
Wait, I'm a little confused. Do I heal for the 11?
Yes.
You get the 11.
do
EC's gonna
EC
get
gets
10.
So like the initial cure wound spell affects you, and then the form of the chalice affects EC,
Yeah,
Sweet.
there's like
which
a
is cool as fuck.
Yeah.
there's a magic
Huh.
pulse of good vibes just for you.
The goodest of
Aw.
vibes.
With a lot of healing dealt out, you bring Luna back to consciousness. You are still poisoned, Luna, so you gotta have. Yeah, actually, the skull and crossbones is fine. We just
I'm sorry, we can try sucking out the poison next.
turn you upright. Um,
Additionally,
Luna, I think
what
that's
is-
in me.
and anything else
what do
on?
these spiders
Oh, sorry.
want?
Are you asking that, or are you saying that?
Yeah. I'm asking that.
They
Does
want they
anyone
want
know?
dinner.
food dinner.
They want the
you
dinner.
For certain?
I don't know. He did not
Gestures
ask
to
them.
Luna. Gestures to Luna. The huge bite mark in Luna's, wherever Luna got bit.
In Luna's
All
Luna.
right, all right. That's gonna be my turn because I don't think I can run any checks at this
All
point. I used
right.
my bonus and my action. So.
Florian.
Okay.
There's still a tether of energy between you and this guy.
For sure. What are these things?
There are some animals in there.
Can I climb on top of one of those to get away from this guy?
You can try.
Would it take an action?
No, but if you might get the spider might get an attack of opportunity.
Damn. Well, it's gonna attack me anyway. Yeah, I'll try and get on top of there.
Just make an athletics check for me.
I'm super good at that. Super good. Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
You did super good.
You climb up top. I will say the spider is going to try and bite at you as you try to get out of its range.
Okay.
A 9 to hit does not hit, I assume.
No, it doesn't.
So yeah, you climb on top of this thing. You're standing like 15 feet up above the ground. Actually, not 15, like 12 feet up above the ground. This thing is like a good at least 5 feet tall.
All right. Yeah, and I'm gonna use my action to continue lightninging.
Yeah,
There we
so
go.
roll a d12 to shock him.
1d12. Here we go.
Very nice.
Yeah, nice.
All
That's
right.
11. Yeah, this thing is looking hurt. It's not looking happy.
Nice.
Anything else on your turn, Florian?
Nope, that's my turn.
All right. Giant spider is going to try, I guess, Avan's right there, so it's going to try to bite.
At disadvantage.
Guess who's got poison resistance, baby?
Is disadvantage, huh? 14 to hit?
No, that will not hit me.
Okay. Yeah, as it tries to bite you, it cannot get through your chainmail. You push it off. This thing's going to climb up on top of here, Florian, and try to bite you.
They are spiders.
It is an 8 to hit, though. So
That's fair.
I don't think an 8 hits you.
Nah.
That's their turn, though. Easy.
Okay.
Soldier, are you okay?
Calling. Who are you calling to?
Soldier.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I'm alright. I'm alright.
Okay. EC's gaze will turn towards the one trying to attack Florian. The mistletoe is gonna glow once again. Fire.
Yeah, 24 will hit.
And then that glimmer that attacked the other spider, as this arrow flies, just another spectral arrow. Is gonna do another.
Ooh.
Yeah. These spiders are looking hurt.
Hell yeah.
They're not backing down, though.
I think I'll take a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
Ooh.
Fire again.
Yeah.
Nice. 2 nat 20s in the
Oh
same
You-
fight.
my gosh.
Your arrows just let loose one after the other. Just hit this thing. One in its mandible, the other in like the middle of its chest, I guess, in like the upper part of its thorax, and it just falls off of the cage it had climbed up on, and it is dead.
He feels a bit winded, but is just grinning as they come over here.
All right, Izzy.
No Z S S.
All right, S.
Anything else in your turn, EC?
That's my turn. EC is done.
I chuckled. Nezrin like snorts, exhales through her nose when she hears that.
Okay.
All right, Nezrin, as you are snorting,
Oh, Luna, you're right.
Fine. For the first time, she looks actually she looks like present in the moment.
Oh.
she's done dissociating. She got shocked into the current moment.
She got bitten by a bug.
Well, we're going to
Sorry,
make
what?
sure you're okay. I think there might be still some bad stuff in you, but hold on. And there's like a exhale of strain as Nezrin pulls more of that energy from her pendant and just holds this like black fire in her hand. I think there's
Huh.
still one left. Hold on. And just like flings it at the last spider.
Oh, okay.
Yeet.
Yeah, roll an attack.
Eldritch
Yeetus.
Blast.
Hell yeah.
Blast.
Yeah, how do you want to finish this last spider?
Ooh.
Hey.
I think Nezrin sort of just like pulls that like black fire out of her pendant, flings it forward, and I think it just like splats onto like where the spider's eyes are in its face, and sort of just like sticks there, and then like begins burning hotter and bigger and brighter, and like it's specifically targeting the spider's eyes.
Ooh.
Like all you'll see is this until it just like stops moving.
Yeah, absolutely. As like this black arcane energy just consumes the spider's face, and it just sort of almost like caves into itself as it falls to the ground, dead.
And then have any of you seen Soul Eater?
Yep.
No.
You know how the smoke tendrils kind of like take on the appearance of like skulls?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Oh
this
my
very
gosh.
like stylistic thing like that. I
Sure.
think the smoke from the fire is like taking on the shape of like crow skulls
Oh my gosh.
in like a cute way.
In a cute way, of course.
Yeah, in Soul Eater it does
It's
that.
so cute. Yeah. After this last spider falls to the ground dead, you look around trying to see if there's any more, but you guys have seemingly repelled the spider attack.
Okay.
Just
Gonna look around. I mean, she had a couple of seconds in the rounds that she was conscious to see what's going on. Turns to Nezrin and Elune and like nods, and then she's gonna walk quietly over to EC and cast what is it? Cure wounds.
I assume that's the healing one you want to do.
She's just
sorry.
like unceremoniously like lifted up their like leather armor and is looking at the puncture mark, like poking it.
I guess she walks up to EC and like doesn't ungently grab their arm, but like lifts it up to like a 45-degree angle, and then looks at them like, "May I?"
EC looks up and is like, just the arm up, just like kind of how like you pull down a shirt, just like shrugs.
Okay, and then she casts Cure Wounds. When she casts the spell, if anyone's looking at her face, you can see like her eyes glow like bright green, and there's like a third glowing eye, like a third eye.
Ooh.
Magic.
He's healed for a time.
EC's interested, but as his way of things, just sort of like silently, just like undoes the pouch at their necklace and hands you a purple berry.
She looks a little
It is good.
no. She takes the berry and furrows her brows a little bit, but not like at the berry, just kind of at herself, and pops it in her mouth.
Heal 1 point.
Fuck yeah.
That's a good berry.
And now,
good berry.
Gabe, the first of many times I'm going to say this.
Yup.
EC's going to harvest the venom sac.
Go ahead and roll a survival check.
All right. Unfortunately, because I wanted to finish this fight and be cool. Okay. 21, even at disadvantage.
Yeah. Very nice. Um, it's gonna take some time, but you're able to milk. I'm gonna say 2 vials of poison. Um, so let's say, yeah, let's say 3 uses of poison. From these spiders.
Can I leverage my medicine skill and help fix my poison?
Um,
I have an herbalism kit
yes.
that
Oh, you
might,
know what?
if you need to assist on that.
Actually, EC can assist by giving you one of the vials for an antivenom.
That's true. Yeah, go ahead and I would say with the Loon and Luna and with the antivenom, just both make a medicine check with advantage.
Where's the advantage?
Gotcha. Yeah, with that 23 Luna, with a Loon's herbalism kit and the venom, you're able to make an anti-venom
Ibuprofen.
and um cure yourself of your poison. It takes like no, Luna's dead. You cure yourself, and it only takes you about like 20-30 minutes to do that with your knowledge of medicine and the assistance of everyone giving you supplies.
She is
Also,
concentrating on it, like to the point of like, if you have any like level of insight, you can tell she's purposely trying to ignore everybody else while she's working on
Oh.
this.
Okay.
also with that 21, can I get some spider meat?
Absolutely, Michael.
Hell yeah.
Got that good crab meat.
You want that
Get
those
this
like
meat.
spider legs?
Yeah.
Crack them open. Suck out
They're
the good
good.
stuff.
It's good. It's good protein. It's great
Mhm.
protein actually. Nezrin, what are you
It's
doing
not
up
good
there?
poutine though.
It's not good poutine, no.
Not good poutine.
How do you know?
Nezrin, as you are examining
Would you
this
like to know, Weatherboy?
very, very dead spider and looking at the damage you caused, you realize for the first time, hey, maybe everyone was right. It's good to get practice in so you know what you're actually doing and what your spells can actually do to someone. It's finally hitting home that they weren't just saying that it has some merit, and you're seeing that merit here firsthand.
Wow. Touches the locket, the medallion. I don't know, necklace. Very very lightly, gently touches it, like fervently, like, wow, you weren't lying. Okay. Okay. um, and then takes out her journal and immediately starts writing, like just looking up at the spider, then down at the book, then up at
Fucking
the spider,
nerd.
then down at this book.
Yeah, as the form of dread sort of slowly fades off of you. How long does it last? It's like a minute, right?
It's the last a minute. I
Yeah.
don't think she realizes she's still in it. She is like a black burning crow skull with like spiky shoulders and like long claws right now, and she does not really realize that.
That's very good.
I'm going to say, Michael, with the 2 vials you have left, you can cover two. You can dose 2 arrows with each vial.
Yeah. Also, I think anyone looking at Nesrin would probably not go, "Oh, that's a cool, sane person. She's fine."
Oh no! If you have it in film, if you have a wild smile on your face, EC's just like, yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
EC,
That's fair.
listen, EC has a wide smile the whole time they're getting meat
Mhm.
and venom off of these spiders. They get it.
Yeah.
They don't care.
For sure. I would.
None of
Yeah.
us
It's
are
just. It's
okay.
very. It's very.
Advent's looking around at everybody like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. I just want to hammer home how not okay she seems. How like weird she seems.
EC, in fact, just comes over to harvest that last sack and just looks at Nezri and just like does a double take, like, interesting.
She like blinks a few times, like suddenly brought back to reality that there's another person here with her, and she like shakes her head, and then I think that's the moment where like the black like shadowy fire just like like peels off of her and like fades away into smoke as she looks up at EC. Oh, sorry, I was are you going to harvest this one? I was still taking notes.
EC's like in the middle of like getting the venom sac out and looking down at it. Does EC need to stop?
I suppose not. I've taken enough notes, and like slowly becomes like quieter and like more
Oh,
reserved within herself, and then
EC
suddenly normal Nezrin is back.
Okay.
EC takes out the venom sac and then just sort of stands up to her, 6'7", looks down, crouches down a bit, and puts a hand on your shoulder. Well hunted.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. You were not so bad yourself. But obviously you're practicing this. It's my first time doing
Not
anything
bad.
like that.
Didn't make
Thanks.
a hunter's ADV yet.
Well, still working on the quiet thing and the waking up early thing, of course. But I guess the
EC
killing
like
part is easy.
EC kind of like looks to the side. That is not necessary. Nestlin is walking down a different path than EC.
I would agree. Yes, we are very different, but that is okay.
Do not need to worry about waking up with EC. EC will not bother you for that.
Nezrin looks a little ashamed.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Sorry to have deceived you.
No, EC is getting this wrong. It's common is
Not your first language, I know. I should
Does
learn
Niblin
Orcish.
learn Elvish?
Well, I I I'm I did not have many elves around me growing up, so no. I know Dwarvish, and I studied Draconic at the schools. Um, I think I should learn Orcish. That's
Her
your first
eyes
language,
sort of open and just completely. Oh, thank you. In Draconic.
yes? Nezrin gets really excited.
Oh.
You speak the dragon's tongue?
Auntie taught it to me. She used to
Wow.
hunt them.
Your auntie hunted dragons?
Yeah, she was
That-
great.
That's impressive.
Wow.
Yeah, I really want to be like her.
That's amazing. Wow. How did she kill a dragon? I mean, young ones, of course, yes?
Awkward pause as EC looks around.
Adult ones? Nezrin's getting more excited.
EC nods.
Wow, your aunt must be an amazing hunter.
The best.
Like, not even just a powerful person. Wow.
He's very powerful. The rest of you, if you don't understand, are like, "Wah, wah, wah, wah."
Yeah, we're like, we're spitting bars.
Bark, bark.
Oh man.
Sorry to
No, no,
interrupt
no.
everyone, but I had to bounce in a minute. So.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Good night.
Have a good night, Patrick.
Yeah, peace out, folks.
Pleasure playing with
Yep.
you.
Wow.
Have fun.
Nezrin is very impressed by this
Aw.
story and very excited that EC speaks Draconic.
That's adorable.
So I
Mhm.
guess common is her EC's fourth. Actually, let me count. EC has a lot of languages. Elvish, Orcish, Giant, Sylvan, Draconic. Common is their sixth language.
Wow.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Common is Nezrin's first, Draconic is her third.
Hmm.
But that's cute. We're gonna talk in Draconic all the time.
Hell yeah.
Everyone else will be like, what the fuck are they doing?
As you guys finish your fight and finish tending your wounds and getting back to resting, at least for the last couple hours, there's about an hour or two until sunrise. Actually, sun has been rising just a little bit as time has passed here. And as the last hour of when you were supposed to be watching sort of finishes up, I'm going to say you guys gathered all of the spider bodies in like a pile.
Oh, EC definitely hauled them all together. Just
Yeah,
eat all at
perfect.
once.
You see everybody sort of comes out, seemingly not having paid much attention
Good.
They come out, they like look around, they see what happened, and sort of nod. You see Bandit walks up. Looks like you guys had a cutout for you last night. Y'all okay?
Yeah, EC like eagerly shows the scar, like the bite, like the puncture scars.
Nice.
Oh, that's wicked.
Does EC is wondering if your cook wants spider meat?
You see he sort of like tilts his head. I think we got enough. Maybe for lunch or something. Roast spider legs. Kind of looks like, hey, anybody not into spider legs for lunch? And you see
Okay.
a few of the people sort of raise their hands. We'll have something else.
Could I run a nature check to identify like any specifics on these spiders? Like,
Yes, absolutely.
because I didn't really butt in with it well, but Elun's kind of the like, why are these spiders bugging us?
That's what
Yeah.
bugs do.
Hunger is a thing. It's realistically a thing, but he's a druid, so he's like, I mean, there could be other reasons.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a nature check.
Let me use some inspiration on that. Instead of just like, yep, them some spiders. Okay.
20. As far as Elune knows, there aren't really any giant spiders normally in this area of the continent, except maybe they came from the Underdark. A lot of the Underdark has creatures like this that are pretty hostile to most creatures. It's a lot more dangerous down there. Elune would know that the Underdark on this side of the world is more civilized, but that doesn't mean there still aren't dangerous creatures down there. And some of them can come up from fissures or small unmarked tunnels or things like that. Looks like these probably came from somewhere in the Underdark.
Are there any sinkholes around this path? These guys usually, these are Underdark boys, if you catch my drift.
You see Bandit sort of looks over to you. Not that I know of, but that doesn't mean there's not like a cave or a sinkhole, new sinkhole in the forest or something they could have come up from.
Yeah. They're probably just hungry. Damn shame.
Well, it's a good thing you hired us.
Yeah, glad you guys were able to stop them. Breakfast? And looks around to you guys.
EC's
I'm
like
fucking
roasting.
starving.
EC's roasting a lot of the spider legs.
Okay.
It's just like what I put in the chat.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, Banshee will definitely give you some salt. For people who don't want spider legs, Bandit is going to tell Banshee to make some like hardtack with gravy and some like cured meats, like sausage, basically. So, yeah, everybody makes breakfast. As you guys,
Spider legs.
yeah,
Spider legs?
who's eating spider legs?
I'll try it.
There's 8 giant. Hold on, 8 times 8. There's 24 giant spider legs. And each spider leg is more than enough for a person. We could probably feed 2 people for each one, honestly.
All right. Florian's
You
had
see
hardtack
3 of
before.
them.
He's gonna do spider.
Yeah.
Spider.
We'll take the spider leg.
Yeah.
EC is tired and hungry. EC eats 3 of them.
Oh my
Well,
I would
god.
like to hand Ari the other half of the spider leg because I cannot eat all of this. Hey.
Ari smiles and
Hey.
shakes their head. I'm okay, but thanks. Maybe you could save it for
Eh?
later. A
Get
road
some butter
snack.
on it. It's real good considering the alternative.
Maybe if it was steamed.
Nah, I don't have anything for that.
Actually,
All
I
right,
kind of want
suit
to know
yourself.
how they did. Okay, not bad.
Yeah, 20. It's
16.
good. Wait, do you have this? Oh, you have right. Your exhaustion. Yeah, 16. Yeah, it's decent. It's decent enough. Working with what you've got, you do your best to work with what you have, and they turn out more than good.
EC gets a head count on the spider leg people, and then stores what is not left over after they've had their 3 in the box with the salt.
Gotcha. But yeah. Is anyone
How
doing?
good is a spider?
It's
How
it's
does it taste?
it's pretty good.
All right.
It's very Who's eaten insects before, actually, in real life?
Definitely ECs.
Loon has eaten
No,
many
in
things.
real life,
have.
who's
I
eaten
have.
insects?
I have not.
I've had like crickets before.
Intentionally.
They're almost like it's almost got like a nutty taste to it. It's very much like protein. It's got that sort of like meaty feel to it. But it's smoother than you'd expect, honestly.
Huh.
Yeah,
Sounds strange.
it is strange. But it's pretty good. You feel like it's a great ingredient, Florian. You feel like it would be a great ingredient in a dish.
But alone, it's not.
Alone, it's fine. It's
okay.
it's not bad, but you feel like it would be even better in a dish.
Spider stuffed ravioli.
Sure,
Oh my
yeah.
God. Chopped cheese spider.
Chopped cheese spider.
I don't know.
Philadelphia
I don't
spider
know if that
steak.
would be good. Although,
Cheese?
although like crab rolls are a thing, so I guess
Yeah.
it probably would be okay.
Okay.
Can I make a Philly cheese spider?
Maybe later.
Okay.
Get this line cheese first. Next stop. First
Next
thing
stop.
we get.
I cast summon cheese.
Oh,
All right, Gabe, I'm just adding 10 spider legs to my inventory.
Sure,
all right.
that's fine. But yeah, you guys have breakfast, go over the things that happened last night. People are kind of they're pretty impressed with you guys. Stop the spiders from mostly dragging any of them away from the night. You would imagine
Quietly.
it wouldn't have been like they wouldn't have killed everyone. They probably would have just taken 1 or 2 people. Like you saw they were about to just take Luna away, like wrap Luna up and take her away. So it's not like they were about to like kill the whole camp, but people were going to be dragged away.
Yeah.
I think also while we're eating our spider legs, Nezrin is just going to be like very excitedly tapping away on her cellstone. And she's texting Zune. She's like, I did it! I did it!
Oh, Hallie, I'm excited to have that role play with you.
EC looks over to Nazarene, and then their eyes sort of brighten. They like look around. They like pick up like a spare like sheaf of grass, like wipe their hands, and then just sort of like report to Thorn that we fended off some spiders. We started the job.
Gotcha. Thorn is sure. Thorn is gonna reply back. Is everyone okay?
I got bit twice.
But you're okay.
We're dead.
I got better. I'm very tired. I'm about to go to sleep.
We
Okay.
died, but then we got better.
Pick
Make
one of your
sh-
cell stones. I want to lean over and be like, "You got games on that thing?"
Is there Fortnite?
man.
Can I play Fortnite on your cell
EC
phone?
looks up at Alone.
Is that a Game Boy?
Gabe,
Yeah, you got like one of those cell stones. It's got like the thing with the blocks that go down.
I don't know. Hands it
Oh.
over to Alone.
I have serpent on mine.
Way
Serpent.
newer than anything I've touched.
Oh my God.
Hands it back.
EC just needs it back when you're done because EC needs to keep in contact with cousin.
Nah, that's fine. I don't remember anybody's cell stone number, and I don't think anyone I know actually has one. So.
I have one.
Florian, we should exchange numbers. Speaking of which, EC, we should exchange numbers too. So in case
Yeah,
we get
let's exchange
separated,
numbers.
we can contact one another.
Eh? Sure.
Just in case.
Points to the phone in Aloon's hands.
I walk over to Elune and then take EC's cellstone, and then I put my number into their cellstone.
Yes, you guys do the thing where you exchange numbers.
And in the contact information, I put Nezrin with a cute little purple heart and a little crow.
Sure.
It's adorable. adorable.
After
do the same
that,
for Florian.
EC's going to get to their hammock and then promptly pass the fuck out.
Pog.
I hope you know I'm imagining crows. If you know that
I don't.
comic.
The real
Let me
brown
Google.
boys.
Yes, I do know exactly what you're talking about.
I'll just
You can
post one
link
of
it, yeah.
them.
Yes.
They're very
Yeah.
good.
So
They're
this is
good.
this is non-form of dread. Nazrin is a crow time crow.
Hmm.
She's got round glasses. She got round face, and then form
Oh
of dread.
man.
Sharp beak, sharp shoulders, sharp fingies.
Very
Villain
good.
form.
Very good.
Where did
But
you
yeah,
post
I like
this?
the crow time crows. That's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Anything else you guys want to do this morning before you guys head out for the day?
No. Well, Luna's actually going to be a lot more proactive in like helping pack up, and she is not nearly as distant as usual. Now she's just kind of like she's kind of prickly and standoffish, but
Mm.
present.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah.
Uh,
People will gladly
Lynn-
accept your help. Go ahead,
Lynn's
Fab.
sleep kind of. Oops, sorry. Lynn's sleep kind of got interrupted, but he'll help pack up in so much as he can. But eventually, he's gonna set aside a space in like one of the carts to finish up a little bit of a nap.
Yeah, take a nap.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
If there's not enough space, he can turn into a cat and take an hour
They-
long cat
Oh,
nap.
catnap!
Wow, incredible.
Hell yeah.
There is enough space. As Bandit did say, there's room for you guys to find a spot to sleep in and walk along and ride along. But those of you who have horses are just gonna get on the horses.
I have Ruch perch on Potato's head.
Nice.
Keep a lookout. I tell him to keep a lookout.
Okay.
He's very dutiful.
During the second day, EC, are you going to be sleeping during the day? Is that your plan?
Yes.
Okay.
Sleepy easy.
So-
No, it's not my plan. EC is just dead to the world right now.
Okay.
Mm.
So EC, you climb on top of the same like animal cart. You see
I
Lilith.
set up my
Yeah, you
Okay.
see Lilith is ready for you, and she sort of like helps you. I guess you set up your hammock in between the two carts. She like helps you. She's got like a little step stool that you can use. She smiles, helps you tie the knots and get everything.
before EC goes to sleep. If you need help during the day, whistle, but do me a favor and don't need help during the day.
You see, she laughs a little bit. Yeah, I'll. If we need anything, I'll make sure to wake you up. Okay?
Okay. But do me a favor and don't need that.
We'll do our best.
I cannot whistle, but Ruch can. So
Wait, you can't whistle?
no.
Is it like
It's
he's very entertained by this concept?
it's chronically genetic, I'm afraid.
Huh.
Yeah, dwarves can't whistle.
Dwarves can't whistle. Facts.
And just EC's out.
Good
Bye,
night.
Izzy.
I whisper in Draconic, good night.
Dead to the world.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is anyone keeping watch during the day?
Ruch is.
Rook is. Is anyone else?
Florian
No.
will.
Luna is.
Okay. So can I just get a perception check from one from Rook, one from Florian, and one from Luna?
Actually, Ruch will go land on Florian's head, and then like whenever Florian looks in one direction, Ruch will look in the other direction and use
Okay.
the help action.
So Florian can have advantage on their perception check.
Awesome. Florian feeds him little bits of jerky.
Hell yeah, he eats that shit up.
Hell yeah.
Then
Perception?
he mimics your whistle noise quietly.
Oh, cute.
And you have advantage on this, so you can
I have advantage.
from the crow. Yeah,
Okay.
17. Okay. Um, as you guys are going throughout the day, it's pretty quiet. Luna, you don't notice anything. The road is pretty quiet here. It's very sunny. It's not super cloudy. Doesn't seem like there's rain on the horizon or anything like that. Florian, as you're sort of keeping an eye out, um, you notice near the side of the road, um, sort of like the tracks, the telltale signs of people having been there, old campsites and things like that.
Okay.
You're not sure how fresh these are. You'd have to like go up and investigate them if you wanted to, but somebody's been sleeping around here at least in the past couple weeks. You don't know if you don't know what it doesn't seem like it's a caravan. It's not like it's a group, like a smaller group. So you're
Sure.
not sure.
Yeah, he'll go over there real quick just to take a cursory glance and maybe see which direction they went if he can.
Go ahead and roll
how long it's
me
been.
an investigation check, please.
Okay. I do want to say that while he has the crow on his head, he is teaching it cuss words.
Perfect.
Fuck yes.
16. Okay. As you sort of like get off the horse and walk around the campsite, you can see like the telltale signs of like an old fire pit and things like that. They do seem pretty fresh. You actually like kick the fire, and like near the core, the bottom of the fire, you see some of the embers are still like even a little warm. They've got like that like
Okay.
red outline of embers that have gone out but still have a little bit of the heat in them.
So within a few hours.
Maybe last night somebody was
Okay.
here. They went down the road. It looks like that's the direction they went, further down the road. You're not sure.
In the same direction that we're going?
Yes. You're not sure if, like I said, it's hard to tell how big the group is. It's not a big old caravan like you guys, but it is a big enough group that it could be something to keep an eye out for.
Okay. He'll come back to the group and tell, I don't know, EC seems like they would know what to do with that information.
Do you wake EC up?
Oh, actually, no. Actually, wait.
EC's asleep.
They did specifically say, "Don't need me."
No, you're right. They will tell Elune, I guess.
Yeah. Elune
Okay.
Florian walks up to you and informs you of a group that may have been camping near the side of the road and went down the road. Not sure
Alright.
how far, not sure how many, but it's not a caravan. It's a group that's larger than a few people, but not as large as the group that you guys are with.
All right. Should we send a scout ahead or something?
I don't know. It's probably best to keep an eye out, but
What kind of
there's
vibe
no
did
way
you
to
get?
I don't know.
Roll me an
Consider
insight check.
You didn't check the vibes?
You didn't burn some sage?
Go ahead and roll me an insight check to see what vibes you got off the camp. You didn't even think about doing a vibe check, and it's too late now.
God,
Dude, I
Kids
didn't
these
do a vibe
days.
check. I'm so
Kids
sorry.
these days don't know about vibes.
all right. Well, I mean, it's probably fine. Like you said, keep your
Yeah.
eyes peeled.
Mm.
We'll figure things out.
Also, at any
Let's
point,
see.
if Nezrin or I guess Rook is made aware of this, Rook can fly, and we can send him forward.
Do you want
Cool.
it? Do you want him to scout ahead?
I think that'd be a good idea.
I don't think Nezrin knows the situation.
Elune knows that Nezrin has a familiar, so if Elune wants to go talk to Nezrin about this.
I would like to talk to Ezra about that.
Oh, hi, Elune. How are you? How is the trip
Hey.
going?
Well, young Florian found the remains of a campsite, and he didn't really do particularly great vibe check.
Oh, he
And
didn't check the
so
vibes?
he did not check the vibes.
Oh, kids these days.
I know. Anyways, I was wondering
24.
too. Um, so
She's like 24. Yeah.
I think I don't know if you're familiar with be able to
Oh, really?
but if we could get your crow there to scout ahead to maybe see if we can get an aerial on whoever's up ahead.
Oh,
I
certainly. Yes, I
mean, it's
can send him
probably
forward.
fine.
Well, you can
Yeah.
never be too careful, and
Oh yeah.
just in
Yeah.
case more spiders attack us in the middle of the day, or maybe there are people that want to harm us. I don't know. I
Well,
can
I
send
was
Rook
thinking it
ahead.
was
Yeah.
people in this case. So.
Yes. I will send Rook ahead, and he will tell me what he sees.
All right.
And I'm certain that he can do a wonderful vibe check. He has a better sense for vibes than even me.
Most birds do.
Really, is that the fact?
Every bird I've talked to.
Oh, right, you can talk. Could you talk to Rook?
Can't do birds yet.
But you just said that.
Like, give me like an hour to cast as a ritual, then I can do it.
Oh, it's a spell you have to cast. I thought you could just talk to animals.
It depends. There's different routes.
Of course. Resist the urge to pull out her notebook.
I'm sorry for this inexact vagary.
No, it's great. It's perfect. It's so funny because Nezrin is like, I need to know exactly how the fuck this works, and Ilun is like, it's just the vibes, man.
Just how it is.
So this is great. Nezrin's like under her breath, like, okay, figure out the first thing first, and then
I
this
want you
will
to
be
know that Druidcraft is not like this.
next.
Probably.
No,
It's half like that.
This is great.
Absolutely like this.
Ilun's the most level 2 druid you'll ever talk to.
Oh
I
man.
love it.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check for your bird.
Will do. His perception is +3, which is pretty cool. So let's roll that.
Also, Florian did tell, just so you're aware, Zoe, Florian did tell Luna about this as well.
Like after the fact?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
Wow.
Let's go, Rook.
As Rook flies down the road, they don't see signs of anyone on the road, but they do spot off to the side of the road a trail. And it looks to be that group is traveling like towards the tree line side of the road.
Gotcha. Does that now? Can I have Rook do a vibe check? Is that sus? Is that bad?
You can
Is
do
it
a vibe
what?
check.
Oh, but Rook is so much better at it than me.
I don't think Rook has the mental capacity to do a vibe check as just a raven.
He's a crow and he has 12 wisdom,
You can only gauge the vibes on
which is 2 more than me.
You got to use yours though.
Damn. Okay, let's roll a d20. This is a wisdom check, I assume,
Nice
right?
try.
Insight.
Which is that's a wisdom check probably. Insight.
It's hard to tell, honestly. Who knows what the vibes could be? They're just traveling.
So
you,
it seems
you,
like
you haven't caught sight of the group itself, so you've just seen them. They're traveling. They're sticking near the trees. Maybe they like the cover. Who knows?
Yes, it seems that the group that was here, that young Florian found, perhaps they are looking to be undercover or stay out of sight. They are using the less traveled trails to the side of the road under the cover of trees. So they seem to be a smaller group traveling. At least that's what Uruk saw.
Well, they aren't bothering us. We don't have to bother them. I think we should probably check in on them.
Good to be aware
Maybe
of them.
every. Yeah.
Nezrine snaps her fingers and a little like black flame appears, and then Rook is perched on her hand.
That's rad.
Thanks. I can send Rook ahead again later if we like, but for now,
Yeah.
and she kind of like he's perched on like her hand, and she puts him on top of Elun's head. He will continue being our lookout.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Nezra nods, and then she has Rook do like a little salute with like pulling the wing up to his head and then down again.
Cute.
Very cute.
Okay. The rest of the day's travel goes by without anything else much happening. As you guys travel down the road, you guys have your lunch. Have the caravan continues on and eventually stops for the night. Nothing else comes to your attention as you're stopping for the night, and seems to be just everybody doing the usual. So who is keeping watch when?
EC is now up and feeling refreshed.
Luna's gonna keep casting guidance on whoever's turn it is to percept.
I'll also leave Rook out and have him use the help action.
Okay.
I'd like to turn into a spider and make a perimeter web to.
Fuck yeah!
If you want to
Have
do
a
that, you
better
absolutely
guard?
can.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
That's cool.
It's the giant wolf spider specifically. It's a thing it can do, and that probably takes like an hour or
But-
something. Couple hours.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll tell you, it
My
would.
question is, even if it's you, if you go back to a human, do you know that now?
What do you mean?
Yeah,
The
that's
100
actually a
spider-
good point.
The 100 spiders, like, they
Yeah,
have
no,
that
you're
web
right.
sense, and then what if
You're
a
right.
loon is no longer a spider?
It'll slow them down.
Look.
There's a bunch of webs everywhere.
We'll hear them
Yeah.
go, fuck, webs, and then we'll know
We're
they're
trying
there.
this inconvenient thing this one night, and if it goes bad, it goes bad. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
No, this is more Michael.
We're playtesting. We're playtesting a new
but-
We'll,
idea.
we'll
Yeah,
find
you
out.
see-
Don't worry, Michael.
Yeah.
Does anyone tell EC about what happened when they were asleep?
I will, and I will like I'll say good morning to you in Draconic, and like give like with a smile that is like, haha, it's nighttime, and I said good morning, lol. And then I will
Okay.
sit down with you and explain everything that happened.
EC is much more comprehensible in Draconic.
Yeah, I think Nezra's only gonna speak to EC and Draconic from now on. And
That's
it's
so
a
funny.
conversation that involves more than just them. Because Nezra's like, oh my god, I can talk to you. Holy shit.
Yeah, you're doing it pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody
Um,
gets ready for the evening. You guys get ready for the night, and I think we will call it there for the evening before any
Real quick.
watches. Yes.
Once I'm being told that, before like even watches go, EC will probably set traps in that direction.
Fair.
Gotcha. Towards the
You want
west.
to work together using the
Yeah.
spider webs for the traps?
Sure.
Because we can do
I-
that, and it'll be a little more sensible.
The most cursed sentence just appeared in my head at that, and I will not utter it.
No, you got
You can't
I
just.
mean, it's
can't
the end
like
of the
that.
night now. I think you gotta.
I'm no longer at any level of intoxicated, so I can't.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Yeah, before we go for the evening, let's do an RP vote. So Afan cast their vote for Nezrin. So Nezrin, you get 1.
Oh,
Very nice.
I'm gonna go with EC.
I'm gonna go with Nezrin.
I shall vote Florian.
Hey,
I'm going with Desert because those descriptions were really bomb.
they were good.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Dang it!
Who are you voting for, Michael?
No, Bob, I wanted to be a bitch. ruin everything. I'm gonna give one to Alun because Nazreen has already won. I feel like someone should.
And what other reason outside
And
of
also because Elune did good roleplay.
I mean, Alun's sort of like treating Florian as a youngster when they're only like what? How old?
They're like 3 years apart. Something
You've
like
been
that.
sibling zoned, motherfucker.
Get sibling zoned. Get stick
that's so funny. Ah,
But-
I'm treating you
but
like my
yes.
younger sibling. Get fucked.
And the aspect of vibe checking,
Feels good.
and just the general like the RP throughout the week.
It's been very good RP throughout the week. That's very true.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, also, sorry I haven't been doing any of the RP.
You're busy
this week.
moving. I understand.
I am moving.
Yeah.
I
There's-
want to participate, but I haven't.
There's an understanding there. Okay.
Oh,
Nezrin,
Never feel pressured. We will RP with you regardless when you're
you
available.
get you get an inspiration point. Say you also
Oh,
got
yeah.
one for doing the recap. So,
Oh, hey.
and then if you roleplayed in the week, don't forget to take that one as well.
Okay. Hell yeah.
How old is Luna?
Hang on a second, let me get the exact number. This is out of character knowledge. She is 247 years old.
Wow.
Oh, great. He's
God
another
damn.
Isi, like myself, is the middle child in this pack.
How old is Isi?
28.
28. I think Luna
Nice.
is the Spider's George of the age ranges here.
Binders George.
She do be the only full elf here.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna stop the stream.